Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Well, it's 420 somewhere.
About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker. I don't give a damn how high you get in mine. As long as you let me hit it.
What's cracking? What's cracking?
Let's go, bro.
Yeah,
What's up?
man.
What's up, Gabe?
What's cracking? Here we're here on another episode, with right here on the Smokeout Hour. But also, what I mean, we're here with the Raider Outsiders, what I mean, channel. So what I mean, we're gonna be doing this shit, on the weekly. So what I mean, probably do it this week on this channel, next week on Gravy's channel primarily, and then what I mean. So yeah, man, we're gonna be doing bringing this to you every week, man. It's gonna be like a preview of the game. Plus, we're gonna be doing like a little a pick 'em. You know what I mean? With give you like the little insights. I know Ben was doing a show kind of like this too. I mean, we had it in the works a little bit too. So like, hey, it just gives you more information about the games, man. You know what I mean? So shouts out to Ben. You know what I mean? Doing his thing over there. On the Raider Ben channel. You know what I mean? So yeah, just keep a lookout for all of that shit, man. Yeah, but we're gonna be giving you like some other, so maybe some just different looks, you know what I mean, stuff like that. But yeah, man, just some insight on everything, man. So but without further ado, man, let's get to the chat real quick. Let's see who's up in the chat. We got, let's see, starting up in here. Well, yeah, of always, you know what I mean, on 6 up in here. We got Robert Pena, we got NorCal, Ray Love, All Eyes on G. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, shit. Dark up in the building. We got Raider Ben up in the building, too. Shit. Yes, sir.
What's up, Benter?
OJ Raider, Pizzo in the building. Yeah, man. Everybody coming in right now. Everybody's coming in right now. So, hell yeah. So that's good, man. That's good. So, yeah, man. So
Well,
we're
this
going
is
to
what
just
I did. Gabe. This is what I did. I canceled mine. I deleted mine.
uh-huh.
So if you go to my channel and look for mine, hop on this one, and then you know
Yeah, we're gonna be like
join
alternating
us
on
on
the
this.
week on this show. We'll alternate on weeks, but actually next time we'll probably just
Yeah, we'll
multicast
just
it.
do it either way. Yeah,
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 so
that's
it'll
cool.
still be either way. It's gonna be on both channels. You know what I mean? It's gonna be broadcasted on both channels. You guys could show support on both. You know what I mean? Uh, I mean, it's just gonna be just the support for the Raider Nation, man. And me, and Gravy. Just show some love for sure. But without further ado, man, let's get to this fucking. First, we'll get to this game. You know what I mean? What do you? Just like a preview of this game. Well, hold on. Got some interference back there. But what do you think? What are you thinking, Gravy? Let me check on this the injury report for Vegas. I know that Buffalo only has one guy, I think, on the injury report, all week. It's Mitch Morse, offensive line. He had a broken finger or something like that, but he's scheduled to play. So Buffalo's playing with at full strength, man. You know what I mean? The Raiders had a couple of guys sit out today, I think, for precaution. You know what I mean? They had Devontae Adams sitting out. They had I think Jimmy G was limited in practice. There was a couple of guys who were limited. You know what I mean? So let's see right here. This is actually the thing right here. So where's the actual?
Everybody all scared.
Yeah, it's so like today did not practice was Devontae Adams, DeAndre Carter, Chandler Jones, of course, Jacoby Myers, of course. And Trayvon Morik did not practice for his thumb. I guess the reason why he was wearing the club on his hand last week. And then limited in practice was Jordan Meredith with a calf injury, and then Jimmy Garoppolo was limited in practice, like I said earlier. But yeah, there was a lot of did not practice today, but I think it's Wednesday. I think they were getting like a rest day, kind of, because yesterday was like a travel day and stuff like that. They got to West Virginia and stuff like that. So they're doing their practices over there, West Virginia, to stay acclimated to like the East Coast time. So
That's cool.
I just think it was more of a rest day. None of those guys. and like they interviewed Devontae after practice. So I just think it was just for precaution, but I think all of them should be on the field. But as far as that, man, I think this week is gonna be a tougher test for sure. But I
Mm.
think what do you think are some of the keys for the Raiders to pull this one off, bro?
Establish a running game
For
more
sure.
than what was it, 61 yards.
Yeah,
Um,
for sure.
the Jets did a good job against them. Even though Buffalo's pass rush was getting to Rodgers, but and Wilson, I thought that their running game, with Hall and Cook, did a good job against their front, and it was exposable in a way to where it wasn't like first game. They were shook up a little bit, and we could do more than that. Gabe, I think we could do more damage. Josh Jacobs could do more damage to them than Hall and Cooks can, because they're not power back, give punishment runners like JJ is. So I think we can expose that, open up the play action a little bit better, and then start dotting those receivers. I'm not sure if I don't know what it says about Myers playing, but that'll be good if we can get out there. Looks like him and Jimmy got a good rapport. So I think you're muted.
I think it's like a 5-step protocol, so like he has to pass all the 5 steps for the protocols. It's still he still kind of has a ways to go. I mean, and it is already Wednesday, so kind of not confident in him playing, but they're still saying that there is a chance of him, maybe suiting up, but it's a long shot for sure. Let me see right here, Raider Band talking about the Chargers game. Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles before Chargers game, 8 a.m. I'm saying at the Best Western around the corner from the stadium for sure, man. Yeah, got my ticket today too. You know what I mean? I got my ticket assured today, so I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? I'll be there. I'll be in the building. You know what I mean? Goon had an extra ticket. Shit, we went. I guess he fucking hit me up. I think he had hit me up earlier in the morning, but I got to him a little bit late, so I was but he said, yeah, I guess he had an extra ticket or something like that. But if not, either way, I got my ticket today. That's it's good. We're there. We're in the building. So there's just that game's gonna be crazy, man. There's gonna be so many people there. But yeah, the Bills game, man. I think what you're saying. For sure, man. The running game has to be better this week, just because you've seen what the running game did to Buffalo last week. You know what I mean? The running game was what allowed, I think, the Jets to even come out with the victory. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at Brees Hall. Brees Hall balled out, man. I mean, he was out there, ran for like 133 yards or something like that. So I mean, dude, and Dalvin Cook with the limited carries that he got, he still ended up, chipping in. I think like another 35, not much, but still, just you could see what the running game could do as a whole. You know what I mean? 175 yards practically on the ground. I mean,
Mhm.
that's yeah, that's bad, bro. For a defense to be giving up that many rushing yards, I agree. We have to establish the running game early, just to like just play some bully ball. You know what I mean? And just that will open up the play action. And I just think that we have a great chance of winning this week, bro. Just because I know some people will say, I know there was some dumbass people out there, you know what I mean, and content creator one in particular, who was saying that like that we need a miracle and it's impossible, like using words like miracle and impossible and all of this shit about this weekend's game, and talking about like a bunch of other content creators who don't know nothing they're talking about, because we're playing the almighty Bills when they fucking just lost to Zach Wilson, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like that's the person who obviously does not know what they're fucking talking about. You know what I mean? So this game of football, you can see just in week one how much it's parody and how much you can't go off of last year, how much off and like, what I mean? It's just, oh, he's gonna be mad this week. They're gonna be so pissed off this week that they're gonna take it out on the Raiders, bro. This is fucking the NFL. They're men out there. They're gonna be mad. So the Raiders aren't gonna be mad. It's just a bunch of hoopla, just a bunch of clickbait type titles, just a bunch of like click, just so you could just stay hidden, just so you can stay pretty much viewing the damn video, so you can get some shock and awe factor, and basically, what I mean. And I don't even want to say the dude's name. The dude's a fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Fucking I think it starts with like SJ or something like that. But you know what I mean? So it's fucking dude's a fucking moron, bro. But that's why I'm just saying, like, this week, bro, we have a great chance. I think DA is gonna play better, of course. You know what I mean? I think the and just like what I said last week, bro, Josh McDaniels reiterated it this morning, dog. Like in his press conference, you know what I mean? Guys were getting acclimated to game speed, bro, because you can mimic in practice, you can preseason games all you want and all this shit, but you're never gonna get the real game speed of your actual first NFL regular season game, bro. And that's what a lot of these guys were doing last week, bro. They had their first NFL season game, you know what I mean? Especially Tyree Wilson. You know what I mean? You had guys like Ja'Cory and Bennett. You know what I mean? Just those type of guys that are going to play better this week. And you've seen that they okay, Tyree still has to play a lot better, of course, and I think it's all in his first step, but I just think getting acclimated that first week away in high altitude, you know what I mean? I just think that in a hostile territory, I just think that that was a big step, bro, because they came out with the win. They didn't come out with their heads out. They didn't come out with their heads down. You know what I mean? They came out with their heads up with the win and the confidence to go into this week. You know what I mean? Just with that much more umph. You know what I mean? That's just, I don't, that's that bullshit about a team being angry because they lost last week and this shit is like, I understand that they don't want to lose 2 weeks in a row, but that's just the way football is sometimes. I mean, you're just, a team is better than the other team at that particular time.
I see
But
that, and there's no reason why the Raiders can't go in there and take the physicality of this game. Bills aren't a physical team. It looks like that's what we want to be. We want to be physical with their linemen up front, and that power running game. I think is going to be the solution for that defense to get to be on its downfall, bro.
yeah,
We run the ball better. We get at least 100. Or if JJ breaks loose, or they can spread it around amongst many dudes. I like that. I like that. So if the Jets could do it, and that why can't we? Why can't we go to Buffalo and kick their ass? We
yeah.
already did it to Denver.
Another thing too, I was looking at, like, I know that we've been talking about, like, yesterday we talked about it on Low Show, like, and you guys kind of like watched the video too and kind of kind of agreed with me, after watching video like that, we performed a lot better in the second half, right? And
Mhm.
just like going over the game even today, bro. Oh, well, we got somebody backstage. We got somebody backstage. You guys probably just came over from watching him. You know what I mean? He's fucking he goes, he streams all week. He's one of the hottest shits on YouTube, man. We got Raider Ben up in the building, man. What's cracking, man?
What's goody?
Panther.
Chilling,
What's
man.
good, fellas?
Enter
He's
in the
not even in his
building.
room. He's in the living room or something.
Yeah,
You get ready to puff.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I'm
it's gonna
trying
be
to grind out this Madden shit.
all right
oh,
for
okay.
sure.
I just
Oh,
got done drinking a Voodoo Ranger, man. That's my second one, man. Cheers.
sheesh. Cheers, man. Cheers. Let me fucking take a rip.
Cheers.
So what are you thinking,
Cheers.
Ben? Like, what are you thinking about this Buffalo game, bro?
You said, what do I think about the Buffalo Bills game?
Yeah,
I think we're gonna beat the Bills, dog.
exactly.
I
On the
Exactly my
road
think
to
point.
4 and
I
0,
think
Panther.
I think we got the Bills. I think Josh McDaniels he sees blood in the water, bro. I think he's seen blood in the water, and that's why he was like, dude, we're going over there to fucking West Virginia, and we're gonna go chill over there. We're not gonna try to give the Bills any extra, whatever's any extras to beat us, like a West Coast team traveling to the East Coast for an early kickoff. Like, we're not gonna give them that. So we're gonna get out there. We're gonna prepare for them. And in all honesty, dude, like the Bills, they have a good team. I just said this on my show though, but the Raiders have a good football team too. We're not a bad football team. You can say whatever the fuck you want about our defense, but our offense is going to put up points. Their defense isn't even on the same level as the Broncos' defense. Isn't even on the same fucking level. Yeah, they got a good defense, but they're not the Broncos. The Broncos were top 5 last year. They have Patrick Surtain. Yeah, they're not on that same level. I just think the Raiders have the Bills backed into a corner, dude. It's all going to start up front though, dude, because that's how the Jets beat them. Is we got to get pressure from our front four. I don't know what happened with Tyree Wilson. I talked about Tyree Wilson on my post game show on Monday. I think it was a little bit of a couple things. I think one, his foot's still kind of injured, which is, I wouldn't say it's injured, but it's lingering a little bit. I don't think it's completely 100%, but he can play on it. So I think that's affecting his explosiveness. And from what I was reading from some reporters on Twitter, is that actually when he was in college, a lot of the teams that he played against ran a lot of RPO type plays. So they were taught, their defensive ends were taught to kind of stand there for a second to make sure that they're not going to run like a read option or pitch exactly. So I think he's really used to that. And I think he's gonna get better. I just think the only thing that I didn't like from his game that I think hurt his game the most was that he just didn't have a get off, bro. So the left tackle was prepared for him every single time. The left tackle was already in his second step before Tyree Wilson even got off the line. So, but the Broncos, I think, are gonna be a better offense this year with Sean Payton. And I think we're not going to be as bad as we were on defense. I think, 16 points. You look at the halftime adjustments we made against Denver, which is something that we didn't do last year. They scored 2 touchdowns in the first half. They scored 0 touchdowns in the second. They only scored 3 points. So if the Raiders can, get some pressure up front, get Josh Allen to do what he does best. Josh Allen was one of the top guys in interceptions last year too. So we need to get that interception back that we lost last week, because right now we're minus in the plus minus, which I said the Raiders need to be the positive of the plus minus to have a winning season. So we got to get that back. And yeah, dude, if we can get Josh Allen to do what he does, which is turn the ball over, and our offense can do what it does, which is score points, the Raiders are going to be in good shape, because we're scoring more than 17 on the Bills. Definitely scoring more than 17.
Yeah,
the
secondary is a little suspect to me, Ben. You know what I mean?
They do have that one corner out there.
Well, they got Hyde back there. The safety. He's a good player.
They got Hyde, and they got a corner that's really fucking good too. I can't think of his name. You're muted, Gabe.
Yeah. They re-signed Poirier too, right?
Yeah, they got Jordan Poyer. They got Micah Hyde. Then they got a really good corner they drafted in the first round like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about too. Tre'Davious White or something like that.
Tre'Davious White. There you go. Yeah.
He wasn't covering nobody from the Jets, so to tell you that.
I get it. No, I'm just saying they do.
And I know we got way better receivers than the Jets do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
no
for
doubt.
sure. But
they don't have anybody that's covering Devontae.
Yeah, and
if we get push in there, like you said, and then what the football players on these shows, I listen to them more because they know, and then what they do is that he's being called like an erratic type quarterback now, because he's running around all over the place, and then he makes bad decisions on the run, and that's why he keeps it. And then he's a damn good runner. I'll tell you that. He's a big kid. He can move the pile, stuff like that, but when he runs and he sees somebody open, he makes bad decisions, and then that's pressure. And just like what Benter said, when we get the pressure on him and get him to run around, erratic, like these football players are saying, that and he can make these bad decisions and throw picks, fumble the ball. His ball security is not his number one main thing, and we light him up. That he can have some problems back there with our secondary.
Yeah,
It'll be just toss up and shoot. You just go.
I think
Couple
Well,
of
that
we
picks.
gotta keep contain on him though, Doug. We
yes,
gotta keep
because
He
that was
gets
the
contain on
problem
him.
last.
outside. He gets outside. That's his area.
Exactly. Yeah, a lot
But
of
we
these
lay the
guys are
wood
like
to
that.
him. We lay the wood to him and let him know, hey, we ain't gonna take this shit. You better watch your step and stay back there and throw the ball instead of running. And we gets a good little head banger that he ain't gonna do that no more.
He's always been a double-digit interception guy, man. Like I think he's only had like one season out of his 5 without double-digit interceptions. You know what I mean? And that one season, he was like he barely had like over double-digit touchdowns. So it's just like Josh Allen has always been the guy who's gonna, give you he's gonna drop one in there, bro, that you're gonna have a chance to maybe pick it off now.
Mhm.
The DBs have to be disciplined enough to be able to bring that in, man. When they get the chances, don't squander them. You know what I mean? That we got to be opportunistic on this defense. And that's what's gonna make this defense, actually, be able to sustain to be in that top 15, and hope to God be in, if shit top 10, then we're really good. But I'm just saying, like, in order to, I think, for this defense to excel, bro, we have to be opportunistic, because that's the one thing. 'Cause what we lack in other areas, if we can make up in that area with that, I think our defense will be straight, man. Just like last week, the only in that second half, like Ben was saying, I mean, the second half adjustments. I mean, they scored 3 points, but if it wasn't for a bonehead mistake that Masterson, we lay a goose egg, and even at that, they I think they had under 100 yards in the second half total.
Yep. Yep. Russell
They were
Wilson
at
only had 170 something for the entire game,
yeah, they
and
had
most of
100.
that was in the first half.
And in the second half, most of those yardage, because they had barely under 100, right? They had like 90 something yards, but most of those 90 something yards were on that one drive where Masterson
Yep.
made that boneheaded mistake. You know what I mean? So it's like most of the yards were on that drive, and their only points were on that drive. And it's just like, other than that, the second half was kind of, it was what I want to see out of the defense. It's not not perfect, not great. It's just that's a solid defense. You know what I mean? It was solid in the second half. He would have, and then the
Well,
offense helped him out. You know what I mean? With the big drive. You know what I mean? 2 big drives in a row.
well, that last drive that the Raiders had, that was the first drive where the Raiders had the lead with 5 minutes to go or less in the football game. They had the ball last where they were able to run the entire clock out and win the game since
I seen
2000.
that. Yeah, I seen that shit. Dog. That's crazy.
It's
Like,
been 23 years since we had a drive that Jimmy Garoppolo gave us to win that football game against a pretty good defense, dude. We
yeah,
haven't had a drive like that in 23 years, and he did that in his first game.
first game, dog, and just the balls, man, to like be able to call your own number when you have to, like, you know what I mean? Just like, you know what I mean? Go get that first down with your feet, man. If you don't feel, so confident or whatever, it's your first game out there, whatever. Like, it's just whatever it takes to get the win, bro. And that's what I seen out of Jimmy G on Sunday. You know what I mean? I seen that shit. Like, he didn't let it get himself down when he threw that pick in the end zone, and Denver came back and scored a field goal, whatever. He didn't let that shit get him down. He came right back down and scored. You know what I mean? In 2 minutes, 2 minutes 20 seconds, and took the lead right back. You know what I mean? So it's like that's what I want to
Next
see out of a
drive.
quarterback. Resiliency, that
Next drive
resiliency.
real fast. And big ups to Josh Jacobs with that
That
tremendous
block.
block he made
Yeah.
way for. That's what he
And
has
Jimmy,
to do. If
and
he
I
didn't
like how
do
Jimmy,
that, if he didn't do
pointed
that,
that out
Jimmy
after
wouldn't
the
have
game
got
too.
that.
I like how
Mm-hmm.
Jimmy G points that out after the game. He acknowledges his players, what like, and shit like that. Like he's I think that's why they named him captain, bro. You could tell these dudes are genuinely like they like this dude, man. Like they like him to
Well,
be
he's
his
got a
quarterback,
good
like,
good track record
as
everywhere
a
he's been
teammate.
in the locker room.
Yeah. Well, look at when they played the Niners in preseason, bro. How many
He's
guys
a
came up to
winning.
him after and just
He's a
fucking like
winning.
didn't
He's
give
a
him a little
winning
dap
quarterback,
up.
bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They didn't give him a little dap or anything like that. Nah, they went up there. They fucking were embracing that fool. You know what I mean? Like after that game. So it's like you could tell like his track record is it's solid like that. He's a great teammate, bro. You know what I mean? And you can
Winning cures everything, bro. You know what I'm saying?
sure
And one thing about Jimmy Garoppolo is Jimmy Garoppolo, if you even go back and look at his time with the 49ers, he was never the quarterback that really won like the flashy way. A lot of the games that Jimmy Garoppolo has won throwing the football, he had to grind it out, and and they had to be able to run the football. You know what I'm saying? He's never been the pretty quarterback. He's just got it done, bro. At the end of the day, he gets it done. He might not be the most athletic. He might not make the best of throws, but when there's 0 seconds on the clock, when he's healthy and playing that football game, he wins games, and that's all that fucking matters, bro. That's all that fucking matters, dude. And I think the Raiders are going to have to set the tone this entire season. And I think a play like he made at the end of that game to sew it up for the Raiders, bro, that might set the tone, bro, for this season. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
So,
I just have a feeling, a big feeling, actually, not just a little feeling. I have a big feeling though that we're gonna pull this one off this weekend, bro. Like
That shit gets contagious, man. That feeling gets contagious.
winning,
I hope
man.
it
Yeah,
does.
winning. Yeah, because especially when you start off right
Yep.
like that, man, and like it's just when you can pull a game off like that. I know it's ugly and shit like that, but that just you know what I mean? Those are some of the hardest games to win because you ain't playing at your, you ain't playing to your full capabilities, I think. And they know that shit. Josh Jacobs didn't play up to his full capabilities. Devontae didn't, you know what I mean? Other players, you
Hunter
see on the
Renfro didn't even get a fucking catch, and we still beat him.
exactly. So when you
And
could pull
Hunter
off a
Renfro,
win,
I think, broke the touchdown or the receiving record, I think, against the Broncos too,
yeah,
if I'm not
2 years ago.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he tied it with Tim Brown.
yeah, tied it.
Tied
Yeah,
the Tim Brown record. Yeah, it's just that type of shit. That type of win, bro. Like it does more than blowing the team out. You know what I mean? Because you still had to figure out. You know what I mean? Like what how are we going to react in these close games? How are we going to act when adversity? You know what I mean? How are we going to react when we ain't playing our best game? You know what I mean? And to come out of the gates and do that shit, that was what was impressive to me. You know what I mean? And just the way to end off that game was just the biggest way I think you could win a game. Like the ideal way I think you could win a game. They went down, scored, you know what I mean, after they got the stop that I think that was big too. Like even the stop before the main stop, like that one where Masterson did that shit, they were still able to hold them to like a field goal. You know what I mean? Like because most of the
No,
time,
it was a punt. We already
they
received
punted
the
on their
ball,
last
Gabe, and
drive.
returned
Yeah,
it. We stopped
no, no,
them
no, no.
already. They punted.
The
So
the one
they
where
were in
Masterson
field goal range. and we
yeah.
took them back
We
because
got a sack or
they got
something
a penalty,
or a penalty.
and
Yeah,
then they punted it, and Masterson kept that drive
yeah,
alive for him.
but that's what I mean. But what I mean is like other years after a penalty like that, the
They
other
would have
team's
scored.
going down and scoring a touchdown and putting it
Probably
out
the
of
next
reach,
play.
putting that game out of reach. Yeah, exactly. So
Probably
it's
the
like
next play.
for the defense to still keep everything in front of them, still kind of like, kind of just like shine it off and still kind of like, hold to a field goal, you know what I mean, and make it 16-10 and hold it to a one possession game to
Mhm.
allow, Jimmy G to come back with that, that great drive, that fucking 2-minute 20 drive, 75 yards, you know what I mean, and take the lead and never relinquished it after that. You know what I mean? The defense came back right after that, 3 and out, and then the offense, 5-minute drive, bro. Like that shit right there, like when the ideal thing everywhere in football, what's the ideal thing at the end of the game when you want to shut out a game? A 4-minute offense, right? Can you run your 4-minute offense to run the clock out? You know what I mean? To get
wasn't
into
our
that victory.
last drive 5 minutes? I think our last drive
Exactly.
was
That's what I
we had the
mean.
ball with like 5:04 left, and I
Yeah,
had said that
exactly.
on my play-by-play is the Raiders need to close this game now. This
Yep.
is where we close the game out. Like if the Raiders are going to be a winning football team, we got to this is where the Raiders show that they're better than Denver. You got 5 minutes, which is just a little over 5 minutes, so it would be a 4-minute drive to close the game out, win the game, and put this team away. And I've said this 100 times, bro, even since 2016. good teams find a way to win close football teams, and bad teams find a way to lose them. Period.
Yeah.
And the
Yes.
Raiders were on the other edge of the stick last year, where we were a team that would lose those close games. Back, maybe last year under a previous quarterback, if Derek Carr throws that interception in the red zone, we probably lose that game. The whole team just folds because Derek Carr folds. You know what I'm saying? But this team showed some adversity, like you said, and they bounced back. You got to take your hat off to Jimmy G, bro. I mean, he was the fourth most accurate quarterback in week 1, too. And he didn't get sacked one time. He took a hit or two, which that's to be expected, but he didn't take no sacks. So that's what we need, man. We need him to not get sacked.
That'd be great. Keep
Yeah,
that trend going 2 games. That'll be great.
I
I wouldn't even mind. I wouldn't even mind a 6-7, possession game, just like we did against Denver against this team. You keep them off the field, take time off the clock, pound the ball. That's not their thing. So if we do that and control the game, it's gonna be boring to you all, but hey,
won't be boring to me. A win's a win.
If that gets us a victory, maybe this is what McDaniels wants to do. He wants to be physical and establish the run and throw it when we need to, when it's open, and then keep the Bills off the field. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you see, the Raiders have fucking cops at the top of the hills where they're practicing at right now, so nobody can fucking even take a peek in that shit, dog.
Yeah, they've been doing that since preseason, bro.
Yeah, it's cool though. It's good, man. You gotta know that. You gotta know that there's always a chance of that when you were caught doing it once before. You know what I mean? So you gotta.
Yeah, right.
You gotta know. That's the good thing. You know what I mean? At least he knows. He has experience.
Yeah, to be honest with you guys, though, man, I think the Raiders are going into that Bills game, man, with a lot of confidence, and I think the Bills are pissed off. And that it's okay to be pissed off, but you can't be too pissed off to the point to where you get emotional, because if that happens, you have a Raiders team that's coming in with some momentum. They just beat a team that is almost unbeatable. They win about 80% of their home openers in Denver. They don't lose home openers. You know what I'm saying? And this is the Buffalo Bills home opener. So the Raiders get to shit on 2 parades. And that's exactly what's going to happen, bro. I don't think we're going to dominate the Bills. Last time we played the Bills, they beat the dog shit out of us. But I feel like we got them at like a perfect spot, dude. They just got beat up real bad. Their confidence is a little bit down. The Raiders' confidence is high. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. They're on a short week. So, yeah, man, I think this is – because I think we're going to go 4-0, bro. This is going to be the game that's going to determine if we go 4-0. If we win this game on Sunday, bro, we're going to be 4-0. Because if we win this game, the Steelers are losing. I forget who they're playing, but they're going to lose again. So if we win this game, we're going to be 2-0. They're going to be 0-2 coming to Vegas for our home opener. We're 2-0. They're 0-2. They're going to get slapped the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to be 3-0, and then we're going to go down to LA where we're going to be at. And we're going to be able to pump our chest at the Chargers, be like, yep, we just beat the motherfucking Broncos, beat the motherfucking the Buffalo Bills, and we just beat the Steelers, bitch. You know what I'm saying? We about to smash y'all, too.
They're playing the Browns.
The Browns are going to beat them, dog.
Yep. I think so too, man.
I got the Browns.
The Browns are winning that game,
I got the Browns too, dog. I just didn't believe in the Steelers since the beginning, dog. Like, I know a lot of people were saying, like, they were a sleeper team, and they were, like, you know, a team that could be on the verge of a playoff or whatever like that. You know, a lot of experts had them and shit like that. But I just didn't see it with Kenny Pickett, you know, behind center, bro. I know that he played good in the preseason and all that shit, but it's a different beast when you get into the NFL, especially when your first game is against the 49ers. You know what I mean? They have a good defense. You know what I mean? They were a number 1 ranked defense last year and I just think that right there to start up a season, it's hard, bro. Like, because that's why I would say, you know, with the Bills, you know what I mean? They're coming in. They probably might come in. They're coming in pissed off. But like, I would go back. I would go to like, would you rather come in pissed off or would you rather come in confident? You know what I mean? Because that's what I think the Raiders are coming in with, right? You know what I mean? Like, they're coming in with that confidence. You know what I mean? Because they were able to pull off a game like that, and they know that they can win those close. They know maybe not know that they could win those games, but they know that it's possible. They can pull those games off now. Like they know that they can pull a game out of their ass if they have to, if they're playing wrong. You know what I mean? If they're playing bad, if they're having a bad game, they still know that they could overcome. This is a tougher test, but I just think the confidence that they gain from this first game is gonna be the difference.
Yeah, bro. What do you think they're hearing, bro? Ain't no one giving the Raiders a fucking chance to win this game. Nobody. And all these guys are on social media. All these guys are watching all these shows. Ain't nobody giving the Raiders love yet. It's all the Bills. They're pissed off. They did this and that. They got to go in strapped up, ready to go, and say, "Hey, we're a good damn team." It wasn't no joke. We ain't no joke. So if
Yeah.
they do that, I've been calling 4-0. See, 4-0, we got the Bills.
And just like
So
the last two games, I think
that's a
Josh
lot
Allen
of
has thrown, I
motivation
think,
right there, man. That's a lot
seven
of motivation
interceptions.
right
I think the last two games, Josh Allen has thrown 7 interceptions
there.
in
He's
his
gonna
last
throw a
playoff
couple
game,
more
and the first game this year, he's thrown 7 interceptions, dog, in 2 games. His last 2 games. So that's why I'm saying he puts a lot of gimmies out there sometimes, bro. And I just think we're going to get a couple this week, and that's what's going to keep the game close, and which we have that. I think we're going to be able to pull it off again, dog, because we got Jimmy G, and I just think he's cool under pressure, man.
Yeah.
I said, bro, he's a winner, Doug. Like I said, every time he wins games for the most part, bro, his stat line is never a great stat line. Like, oh wow, look what he did. Like he'll have like under 250, 300 yards, but he'll have like 2 touchdowns and interception, 3 touchdowns and interception, or 2 touchdowns and no interceptions. Like it's never pretty, bro, but he gets it done, bro. And that's what the Raiders need. It's all about just win, baby, bro. And that's one thing he does is regardless of his stat line, he just wins. And that's all that matters. It's all that matters, bro. And he showed it in his first game as a Raider. He's just win, baby, dog.
I believe so too, man. We got to do that shit out, and I just think the I actually watching some film too. Dog, Diablo played pretty damn good, man. He got a lot better, I think, in coverage too. Like he's able to,
Yeah.
cover those flats. He's giving a lot more attention to those flats, where that's where a lot of teams would kill us before, man. Because all they would need to do is, scan the field a little bit, you know what I mean? Because we weren't getting pressure, and they would just dump. And like if we were, if we had good coverage, all they needed to do was dump it to the running back out of the backfield. You know what I mean? And they were going to pick up 6, 7 yards or whatever to get the first down. I just think that's gonna make a big difference if Diablo could keep that up, man. If Diablo could play consistent like that, like you know, being able to stay like glue on these running backs, you know what I mean, coming out of the backfield, and then just being solid against these tight ends, because Buffalo does have some good tight ends. I ain't gonna lie there. They have some actually good weapons. The only thing that why I think Buffalo is just vulnerable right now is because they're not that same defense, bro. They might have some good some good DBs or whatever, but I just think the loss of these, especially in these first 4 games without Von Miller, and then losing Trayman Edmonds to I think it was to Chicago. Those were 2 big losses. You know what I mean? Those were 2 big losses to their front 8. You know what I mean? So that's a big loss. Those are 2 Pro Bowl, All Pro type players. You know what I mean? That you're losing from your defense.
And the Bills, they ain't got a running game.
Yeah, they
The
don't got.
Bills' running game is not existent. So that's a
I just
that's a good thing too. Their leading rusher is their quarterback.
yeah. But yeah, man, I just
So,
think we're gonna pull this one off. I mean, that's the one game that we never really we're never gonna bet against the Raiders or anything like that. But I do believe it's gonna be close. But we're gonna pull this one off. The only thing that really scares me actually in this game, the thing that scares me the most is just like this is their first early game, on the East Coast. You know what I mean? 10 o'clock game. I mean, we're just gonna see how they. Hopefully they come out, more more awake than last week, man. 'Cause I think that that first half, the defense just didn't look. The offense looked good. I mean, after that stupid ass onside kick that that they messed up on. I mean, Jimmy G was 3 for 3, ran him right down the field, scored a touchdown. But just the defense looked just sluggish. You know what I mean? And you could tell that in the first half. You know what I mean? It just hopefully they just come out with more just more energy in that first half. And I just think we can get this one for sure. Oh, it's 1 p.m. for you, Cool Kev. I know that. But over here, man, it's like they're Raiders are from the West Coast, so you know what I mean. Like they have to travel, so their bodies ain't really used to that time zone yet. You know what I mean? I mean, they're
They
getting the
will
good thing
be.
is
They'll
they're
be there all
going to
week.
West Virginia. Yeah, that's the great thing that they decided to go to West Virginia and practice over there in the East Coast. You know, and they're practicing early, dog, because 7 in the morning. Josh McDaniels was already having his press conference because they were already gonna take the field for practice. So that was pretty good. I like that. I like that move. You know what I mean? They didn't take the time to come back to Vegas and then fly again to Buffalo. Which could have been the easier thing because they were just in Denver. You know what I mean? It was a 45-minute flight from Denver to Vegas or something like that. So I just think that it was smart for them to go to West Virginia and just get acclimated to just that East Coast time zone, man. You know what I mean? That's a great. That's what a winning football team, like those are signs of a team that wants to win. Dog. Like a team that's just gonna be like for the motion, or if you believe that they just don't believe in themselves, or like this and that. Like a team is not gonna go through all this shit. They're not gonna put themselves in an uncomfortable situation where they're not gonna be in the comfort of their own bed, or this and that. You know what I mean? When they could have made an easier fucking route back home. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So they're taking the grinding way, dog. They're taking that let's that grind mode type fucking way. Let's go fucking to the East Coast. Let's spend all week out there, shit, and let's fucking grind, man. Let's fucking go get this one. You know what I mean? Because this could be a great start to the season, man. Getting 2 games, from one a division opponent, one an opponent that's preseason one of the favorites. You know what I mean, out of the AFC, and to ruin both of their home openers, bro. This would be like a perfect start to a season. You know what I mean? That'd be a perfect start to it. Because then after that, you go you go home for the Steelers, then you go to LA, which is practically a home game, and then you got 2 home games right after that. Green
Hmm.
Bay and New England. So it's like you're basically gonna have 4 games in your backyard, basically. You know what I mean? So if you can go 2-0 out of the gate with 4 games practically playing in your backyard
Playing at home,
your,
yeah.
it's a big deal, bro. It's a big deal.
I like the fact that thinking is that McDaniel's let's stay out here. We won this game. These dudes don't get to go home and celebrate in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? Because they get what Tuesdays off, and then it's just something could happen. They could get in trouble. Where he keeps them all locked up. They can still they have bed checks and stuff or whatever, but they can still do what they want to do. But he just wants everything football during the season. No, don't stray away. No, nothing. Everything's football, and that's where it has to be at that level. It has to be just football, not who your side chick is, what is she doing, and all this other. Let's go meet my homies and go do this and that. He kept them all there. I think that's a good idea, bro.
Uh,
You
cool cat
know,
right here, but don't forget Illuminor jumping outside because I think what's his name? J Dub put that. I guess one penalty that hurt us was Tillery jumping off sides. That was a big one. But Illuminor jumping off sides, that one kind of hurt too. But hey, I'm one to jump on Illuminor all the time for his bad play, bro, and like his mistakes and shit. I know he had offsides, but they after seeing like what his the film and the shit on him, he
he did a
literally
good
was
job.
he was rated the best offensive tackle in week 1,
Mhm.
blocking wise, pass block wise.
The
That's
thing about Illuminor. and his penalties is he does them at the most jacked up times, bro.
Yeah,
He
he
does
would,
them in the red zone, you
and to
know.
be fucking to
And
do that, and then to not, and for the whole defense, for the whole offensive line as a whole, not to let up a sack. You know what I mean? That tells you, bro, like what we were saying in the offseason. This offensive line is gonna be better. Yeah, we kind of struggled in run defense. I mean in run blocking, but I also think that has to do with a lot of, the rustiness, and having Jacobs in the building for only 1 week. You know what I mean? That has to do a lot with that, I think. You know what I mean? And and Denver was they were focused on that, bro. They were focused all week, where they were talking about it, focused on stopping Jacobs.
Mhm.
So I think that was an anomaly game, I think, for Jacobs. I don't think you'll have another game like that where he's going to average 2.5 yards a carry. You know what I mean? I think especially against this run defense, you know what I mean? There's no way in how you can tell me. I know Brees Hall is good. I don't get me wrong. Brees Hall is good because he was tearing it up last year as a rookie too before he got hurt. But he's not Josh Jacobs. You know what I mean? So I just think that Jacobs is going to establish the run earlier this week, and I just think that because they're just not as good as a run defense as Denver. You know what I mean? Especially with no Von Miller and no Edmonds. I just think that
Mhm.
I like the other guy that came out of Houston that they have. What's I forget his name. He's pretty good, but other than that, I don't. I just don't. I see us running all over this. I see Jacobs running all over this defense, which is going to allow Jimmy G to play comfortable and just be efficient, dog. And that's all we want out of Jimmy G. Because when you have these receivers, all you need is be is efficient. That's all you need with these type of receivers, efficient, because they're going to get those yards after carry. They're gonna, they're gonna find the first down. They're smart fucking receivers, bro. And what I was hearing on the radio earlier too, like, you know, and it's true, bro. Like, there's three players. I mean, there's three receivers on our team, right? That are kind of, you would say, are good. Good. I know Renfro, has been having his struggles since the concussions and all that stuff. But you have three receivers who are, above average receivers, I would say, and then one great receiver. You know what I mean? So you have Jacoby, Renfro, and Adams, and not one of them motherfuckers you could ever see as really being a diva. You know what I mean? That's fucking very rare. You know what I mean? To
Mhm.
get out of, your whole stable of receivers. You know what I mean? That's just very rare for like a receiver just to be not, and you could tell that that's their personality in these type of guys. Like Renfro, you could tell he's not gonna mind if Jacoby gets those catches. And Jacoby's not gonna mind if Renfro gets those catches. I just think they're those type of players that are just not selfish. And that's what we
Mhm.
and I like that about this team, dog. And our run defense, but I think our run blocking. The thing about our run blocking though is like last year it wasn't. I know we were, Jacobs was the number one running back in the league and all that stuff, but I just don't. I seen a lot of plays where Jacobs made shit move. You know what I mean? Jacobs made the play. There was
Mhm.
there was defensive lines in his lap. You know what I mean? And he would still break the tackle in the backfield and still gain 8, still gain 4, still gain whatever. But he was never being brought down. So I just think that part of his game, and he said it himself after the game. You know what I mean? Where he was rusty. He pulled himself out of the game because he was tired. You know what I mean? So I just think that part, playing at a higher altitude, Jacobs is going to make the run blocking look better this week, even if it's not better than last week. He's gonna make the run blocking look better just because he's gonna have that game under his belt.
Mhm. I think the offensive line did better. You know, the offensive line is better than last year, but because they have their set bunch that they're going to use. I think Mumford's going to be the right guard, and if Illuminor's there, then he just needs to clean up his decision making.
So, I
As
mean, it
far as
was one. As long as you don't keep getting them. As long as you don't keep getting. I know you started off. It was the
yeah,
first game. You got one. It was pretty loud in there. It's gonna be pretty loud in Buffalo too. You got to keep your
they're
composure, dog.
moving
Don't
those guys. they're moving those guys. If Jacobs gets to the second level, that's it.
Yeah, it's
And that's
just
good, Gabe. That's good. Once you hit that second level, that Jacobs, and you have a runner like Jacobs, you can only expect 7, 8 yard run because DBs ain't gonna tackle him or one of them. You know,
wait, wait.
so you're
Michael
gonna need a
Mayer's
linebacker to get him down.
hurt or oh, no,
And I
no, no.
like,
He's talking about Myers. Okay. No, no,
yeah,
forget
and
it.
I like the way that they're moving the piles. It's not much, but they're opening holes so Jacob can get through. Once in a while he'll bump on them and then slide somewhere else, but that's just great patience and vision. And then that's the type of running back we have. And then those linemen, once they start seeing Jacobs get these yards, they get confident. And then once that starts moving, you basically just won the football game. You got an offensive line and the running back with confidence. That's it.
No, I think they had Mumford help Jermaine. I think they didn't switch them off. Jermaine played the
He
whole
played
game, but I think
guard.
they played the heavy
Mumford's
set.
guard.
They're playing the heavy
Yeah,
set.
and then they
They
put
were
him in that big bunch set.
tight end. Yeah, they were playing him as a tight end. So kind of like he's playing guard, you know what I mean? But with an extra guard.
Mhm.
That's basically what that is. You know what I mean? Mumford's actually playing the tackle in that instance, and it's like if there's playing with two guards right there. But yeah, but I like it when they do that shit. I mean, I think that's a great position for Mumford to be in right now. Anyway, I mean, you could go in there, you don't get too much of the blame. You're just gonna go in there to help. Don't fuck up though as a tight end, bro. You're in there as a blocking motherfucker. So I but Illuminor, man, for that stat to come out, you know what I mean, to be the highest rated pass blocking tackle in week one, that was a big improvement, man. You know what I mean? Because Illuminor had a lot of little deficiencies last year. You know what I mean? Yeah, he played solid some games and stuff like that, which I think that was the reason why he was able to hold on to a spot last year because all the other shit, there was no reason for him to be on the fucking field, with all those penalties. But he improved, man. Well, as far as the first game, because what I mean, he had that defensive line is good in Denver, man. I think that defensive line is good. DJ Jones, you know what I mean. You got that one guy that was talking shit all week. What was his name? The Gregory, Randy Gregory. You know what I mean. So they had some pretty guys, some pretty good guys in the middle. I just think that the the offensive line is straight, bro. And I think they're gonna get better. They're gonna get better in run blocking. You know what I mean? Once they get settled in, and stuff like that. I just think that, and especially when Jacobs gets back to his original self, that's when you'll see the offensive line just play better just because of Jacobs. You know what I mean? He's gonna be able
Yeah,
to
and I think that's what they're
take it.
used to. They're used
Yeah,
to they're used to Jacobs flying right by him. You know what I mean? When they go through the hole, and he just took a little bit more time to get to the hole because it's hard to play up there, man. It's hard to play up there when you gasping for air. You know what I mean? He'll get there.
Illuminor did say
With
that shit.
those
Illuminor
conditions,
said
with
this
those
in the
conditions, it being wet and in the air and the ball slippery and stuff like that, and we didn't get, we didn't get no fumbles or anything like that. That's good. We're improving on that from last year.
Yeah, JJ made this O line look good last year for sure. But I just think he made this O line look good last year, and we weren't that good. You know what I mean? But we still were a top 10 unit, and I think this week you could tell for sure we're better in pass blocking than last year. You could tell that for sure, bro. You could tell we're better in pass blocking and smarter. With the guy that's holding that's actually controlling the offense because he's not allowing the defense to even get close to him. So I just think that's gonna make the defense. I mean, the offensive line better in itself. You know what I mean? Because you got a guy who's back there and smart. Oh, we got someone backstage. We got the chaplain of NWA back here, man. We got Brady Twan.
Hey, what's good?
What's
What's
up, Juan?
good? How you guys
Hey,
doing?
what's cracking, Brown Crackers in the building.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How you
And I
feeling, man?
think, Gabe, when what we did with the offensive line is that we were like game 6, bro, when we finally set that rotation set. Now that we
Gotcha.
have it, going and on game 1, and then we're just moving parts to do like jumbo packages and shit like that. That's what's good about it. And then on the pass blocking, we don't got a dude back there holding the ball for 5 seconds. You know, that matters a lot as far as you got to protect that dude for a long time. 5 seconds is a long time in football. So
Oh, it's an
if
eternity.
and we got a quarterback just hangs onto the ball, waiting for dudes to get open. He gets that ball and gets rid of it. So they don't. He gets rid of it before the pass rush gets to him. That's what you want. So they gotta do is just hold their guy for a little bit and go to the next level. But that's what I think. That's why
I also think though,
our pass
but I also
protectors
think
gonna
the offensive
go
line
up.
just got better though as a whole too. Like, yeah, I do think
Yeah,
that
the
Carr
whole
does
as a
hold the
whole, it's
ball a
gonna
little
look
longer.
better. It's gonna look better because he's getting better of the ball faster than DC did.
Yeah, I think I know I do think Carr does hold the ball a little longer than him, but I just think that either way though the offensive line does look better. Like because it's just like the continuity, the pass blocking. You know what I mean? I just think it looked a lot better, man, because they were keeping guys in front of them. You know what I mean? Like they were like they got very little pressure that I was seeing, man. They, even on blitzes, bro. Like they were picking up the blitzes, and my nephew was saying right here too. Like the running backs
You gotta
did an
tell your
amazing.
nephew I ain't a car fan, bro. You gotta tell your nephew I ain't a car fan.
I know.
I started that shit with Cash Lord. When Cash Lord started it, and I roll with it.
Hey, the
oh, with the
the offensive
When
line.
I meet him, if I ever met Miguel, I'm gonna say, "No way, bro.
no
I
way.
don't give a shit if he went to Fresno State or not." I think he should
Your
have went to
homie, dog, that's
USC.
your neighbor. That's your
Huh?
neighbor. That's your neighbor
Nah,
right there, dog.
nah.
What happened? What's up, Twan?
No, I was just gonna say the offensive line, I agree with Gravy. You know what I'm saying? The offensive line, I think the numbers can be kind of misscrewed because of how quick Jimmy G is getting the ball out of his hands. It's almost like he's taking like a two-step drop, you know what I'm saying? And getting it out. So that offensive line, they're not even blocking that long. So the test or the score on that might be a little, you know what I'm saying, shaky because again, he's not holding it too long, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to be in trouble, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, we're going to be in a whole lot of trouble if he is in a situation where he has to hold the ball. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we have to definitely look at and try to avoid, you know what I'm saying, moving forward.
Big
Mhm.
look,
The
he's
I
from
just think that
Bakersfield, man. He ain't from Fresno.
oh, he is. He was born in Bakersfield.
He's from
And he's a
Bakersfield.
Cowboy fan. And he's an
He
original
went to
Cowboy fan.
Fresno State. He went to Fresno State.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. I just think that the offensive line for sure. I think it's not like perfect, of course. I don't think so, but I just think the offense it's gonna help when the quarterback, of course, can get the ball out of his hands early. I just think that the
Mm,
1 year older, you know what I mean, like Mumford and Parham and stuff like that. That's also gonna
yeah,
make them just a little bit better. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna be incrementally better. I just think that if we are able to take that next step, bro, and especially with the quick release that Jimmy G has, I think it's gonna be a pretty clean year for Jimmy G. That's what I was talking about, earlier. You know what I mean? Like preseason, bro. I think that's one of the reasons why I thought Jimmy G for the most part will stay healthy this year, bro, because they're like the Shanahan thing. You know what I mean? The Shanahan thing, and then with the differences in Shanahan and McDaniels. You know what I mean? The way that they run their offense. You know what I mean?
mm,
McDaniels wants that. Sometimes he just wants that first read, boom, hit him. You know what I mean? Or quick first read. If he's not there, bam, second read, and you got to get that ball out of your hand quick, especially when you don't got a deep ball, because there's no reason for you to be kind of even buying time back there anyway, because you know what I mean, that's not even your strength. You know what I mean? So I
yeah,
just think that works to kind of his advantage sometimes, that not having the deep ball, because like with this offense, you know what I mean? With another offense, I think that would hurt him, because other offense are kind of like they're predicated on sometimes having that deep threat as well. You know what I mean, to open up the rest of their game. But I think
I
on this offense, I think it's kind of works to his advantage just because he's able to get he's able to work what McDaniel kind of wants in the first place. You know what I mean?
yeah.
At all times, that intermediate routes, quick out of his quick release and stuff like that. So I just think that's why it kind of works to his advantage.
Yeah, I dropped a video on my channel talking about how the deep ball, you know what I'm saying, how the deep ball matters, and it does matter to an extent, but also at the same time we have to, in order for it to not be a factor, you have to stay on schedule, which means that we shouldn't be having less to no penalties, you know what I'm saying, and definitely um moving the ball. You know what I'm saying? And our running game definitely has to be better. I was expecting for our running game to be a little bit better because I felt like that was our best thing that we had last year was, you know what I'm saying, on the offensive line was our running, and for it not to show up week 1 was kind of interesting to see, but hopefully they bounce back.
Hey, is it me or is like I know Josh Jacob has always been like a stockier dude, but does he look like just like not out of shape, but just maybe like not like that, like slimmed down like he was maybe last year? You know what I mean? Like maybe he looks like a little bit more heavier in the middle.
You know what? I
He looked heavy. He looked heavier.
Yeah, me and Dirty and Phil were talking about that. I think he actually gained some weight, which is not a bad thing because when you were watching, if you watch some of his plays, some of those guys that were trying to tackle him, they were literally bouncing off of him. You know what I'm saying? So whatever that weight is doing for him, it might actually benefit him. I think the kind of the slowfulness or whatever that we saw, I don't think that's from the weight. I think that's just from, his first game going into elevation, you know what I'm saying, not really fully being, NFL game ready. It was a situation in that. But I think him physically, I think he's fine. And I think he'll be even better with the weight that he has, because we definitely going to need him, you know what I'm saying, to hit the ground, you know what I'm saying, and get those hard yards, you know what I'm saying, because we don't have. I mean, do we really want to trust Bolden, you know what I'm saying, in bigger back situations, or are we going to really rely on Josh Jacobs? So I think his weight is fine with me.
I just think he's gonna play himself into a little bit better shape. Like I think it's fine though. I just think that just because of like the now he's consistently in the building and stuff like that, and he's gonna be
Yeah.
practicing every day. I just think like one way or another that weight's gonna get a little bit more down. You know what I mean? He'll probably lose like a 5 pound step because running backs do that during the season either way. You know what I mean? Like, you know, guys play themselves into shapes, most of the time. But I
Mhm.
just think that that kind of I think that kind of just played to a little bit to where he didn't have that like in the first like in like he kind of alluded to it after the game, right after the game, that in his interview where he kind of just like left some plays out there because he kind of felt like he just was like his footing wasn't like 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 on par like what he needs it to be. So I just think that part too and everything, is just like building that callus, what they say, in training camp and stuff like that. I just think that first game is going to play big dividends, especially playing against Denver. It was a physical game, and he came out healthy from it. You know what I mean? So that's a big thing, though, because that was a big thing that I was looking for in this game. Like if he was going to get a lot of carries, if he was going to get close to 20 touches and shit like that, was he gonna like was he gonna come out of the game fully healthy? Was he gonna be coming out of the game with no little dings or anything like that? And he looked great coming out of that game. You know what I mean? Like obviously he didn't
Mhm.
play to his potential or whatever like that, but he played. He got he got finally that that shit out of off his back. You know what I mean? The first hit out of off of his back, and the first game off his back. And I just think that it's gonna help him out. It's gonna help him out for the rest of the year. because that's gonna, especially getting that, practicing this week again. That's 2 weeks in a row again, and finally having a game under your belt. I think it's gonna play big dividends for this week.
And
Well, did he get 20 carries?
19.
yeah, I think
Sorry,
I think
20.
no, you're good. I just think, let's be honest, Josh Jacobs, as much as he did, as much as he did the 86 yarder in Seattle, like he's not going to be that guy that's going to hit the hole and run it all the way down the field every time. You know what I'm saying? Like we shouldn't be expecting for Josh Jacobs to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
up until that point, remember the question was if he even had that speed. Remember?
yeah. So I'm not really even banking on, oh, he needs to lose more weight or whatever so he can be faster. Just if that's what, if he needs to have an extra 5 or 10 pounds or whatever he's gained so that he's healthy, and that, what I'm saying, we saw players bouncing off of him like they was bouncing off of him in with the Broncos, then I'm with it. There's other speedy receivers, I mean speedy running backs that we have on the roster that if McDaniels wasn't stupid enough, he would put those guys in too. You know what I'm saying? So
What we
it, it,
need him to do is get 4.7, 5 point carry.
yep,
I'm good with even
Catch
like
a little
four.
swing pass,
Four.
get a full head of steam, and let them dudes bounce off you. You get a first
I'm
down.
good with even
That's
four,
it.
bro. You get 4 yards of carry, you're still giving us a first down. You know what I mean? On if you're carrying it three times in a row. So
Or third
if
and
you're getting,
manageable.
you know what I mean? So exactly. So it's like I just think that having that Jacobs back, which I think it's gonna come. It might not be to 100% even this week, but I still think he's gonna play better because it's not elevation. He ain't gonna be pulling himself out of the game. He ain't gonna be doing that shit. And I just think it's he'll be more ready this week though, for sure. And I just think for some reason, and I've been saying this shit all week, since after the game, that Buffalo, I just don't see them as that same defense, especially up front
yeah,
right now, because I'm pretty sure when Von Miller gets back, there's still going to be another still dangerous team because Von Miller does change that front. But as we speak right now, I think without Von Miller and then the loss of Edmonds to Chicago is pay big dividends on Monday, because that run game from the Jets tear them apart, man. Because Wilson didn't really do shit. I mean, he threw them a gimme pick right when he came in. You know what I mean? So he was giving them a chance too. I just think that run game show it, man. Like it's just like, and you can and people will say, okay, well, it's that's the Jets, that's the Jets, not us. But you mean to tell me like if they send out Zach Wilson out there, that means I'm pretty sure Buffalo at that point in time in their mind kicked in. Okay, they're gonna start running the ball, and they still couldn't stop them because I'm pretty sure they didn't think, okay, Zach Wilson's gonna come in here and just sling the ball around. You know what I mean? So
Well, they
I'm
were
pretty sure.
losing. They were losing. They were behind right there too, Gabe.
But that's what I'm
And
saying.
then
Like
Buffalo.
even the Jets behind still were able to come back with a running game. You know what I mean? Most games are like that shit. That's why I'm saying like the Buffalo, even with on their mind, like I think on their mind, because I know as soon as Rogers got hurt, I knew that okay, now all we gotta do is stop the run game. That's pretty
yeah.
much I think what went in their mind. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna think, okay, Zach Wilson's gonna come in here and tear us apart and play better than Aaron Rodgers or up to par to Aaron Rodgers. So I just
They,
think that's why our running game is going to succeed this week.
the Jets didn't help out the situation. You know what I'm saying? And that's why desperation is sometimes the best thing that you can have, and that's where the Jets were. They knew that they had to rely on the run, and that was all they really had. Because when you started to watch, like I started when I was watching the game, I was like, why ain't Zach Wilson even trying to throw it down the field? And there was none of that. So when you have that type of situation, the defense is in most cases are going to cheat. They're going to slide more in down into the box, and they still weren't able to, handle that. And that again, that is a piece that we can definitely try to take advantage of. But again, our run blocking has to be better to be able to execute that for us, you know, against the Bills. But they were
And
definitely in a situation.
not only that, they
Throwing the
switched
ball down the field.
Buffalo switched their defense to 3-4, and they brought Carlos Hyde in to stop the run game, and it didn't even
Mhm.
work.
That's what I'm saying.
It
Now
didn't
look at
even
they
work.
had Jets had 4 turnovers. Did they? Or did the Bills have 4 turnovers
Yeah,
The
he threw
Bills.
3 picks. He threw 3 picks.
and a fumble? Oh yeah, I think they had they had 4 turnovers, right?
Yeah, the Bills.
Yeah. The Jets only I think had 1 or 2, right?
Well,
Yeah, they
Wilson threw
cost
one right off the bat.
cost it. Yeah, Wilson threw
Uh,
one right to them. He threw a pick right
yeah.
to them right at the beginning, which I think that was like I was at that point I was just like, damn, here we go. I think the Jets are gonna get the ass kicked, and the Bills did go up. But just that run game, man, and the defense. Yeah, the Jets D is for real. The Jets D did do their thing, and that's why I think um the Bills. I think the Bills will be able to move the ball on us like so, at times. You know what I mean? This weekend, you know what I mean? Because our defense still has a lot to like learn and stuff like that. But I just think their defense did not show me, a typical, you know, recent history Bills defense. You know what I mean? The recent history Bills defense has been pretty solid. You know what I mean? In the last couple of years, you know what I mean? I just don't think that's the same defense this year, especially in these first 4 games.
Well, the other thing that helped them is something that we're still trying to figure out for ourselves. When in regards to the Jets, is they do have a one and two running back. You know what I'm saying? Brees Hall and Dalvin Cook ain't no slouches. So
Yeah,
when you give them the ball, it could be a problem.
yeah. Brees Hall tore him up, man. He had 133 yards. Brees Hall.
I'm like, I know we got Josh Jacobs, but then then you got question marks behind that.
They ran for, I think they ran for 175, if I'm not mistaken, or 172. I think that's what the Jets ran for. I think they ran for more than they threw because they ran for 172, I think, and then threw for 170.
Well,
So,
we'll
but
see
they
how
put up.
Brees Hall is when he plays against Dallas this week. I know Twine's hoping that he gets a lot of yards against that Dallas defense.
No. But that's what I'm saying. Look, at Brees Hall kept them in that game, yeah. But that's what's going to keep us in the game. Brees, who would you rather have, Brees Hall and Devontae Adams, or I mean Brees Hall and Wilson, or Jacobs and Devontae Adams? So I just think that's just like we're going to have that ability to do that same shit. You know what I mean? This week, and we have a better quarterback.
And this is a copycat league, so you already know that their mo. They know that we already had a tight game, so they're automatically they're probably already game planning as to stop the run. You know what I'm saying? And try to see if Jimmy G will carry it.
One of their runs was for 83 yards. Yeah. Oh, which
But
one?
but the way it was that Twine, the way I see it is that our run game wasn't really effective. You know, as far as Buffalo saying, "Wow, we need to stop." Jacobs is there, and he goes, "We need to get to Garoppolo." That's probably what they're thinking.
That's a
And if they
possibility.
and
And
if they're
then and
thinking
then
that, that's what's going to open up the game for Jacobs.
yeah, and then because our running game wasn't that great against Denver, so if you if we solely go, hey, we're gonna go with JJ, and then they're not gonna expect that. They're just gonna get to stay a little bit off it and try to go, more to Adams, and they seen Myers and Adams get busy, so they
Who do you
said
think
this
would
guy
be a
gets the
tougher
ball off
team
fast.
at this point? You know what I mean? Because the first 4 games, um, who do you think is going to be a tougher test? Who would be a tougher test at this point? The Bills right now coming in, or the Chargers?
I think the Chargers.
Chargers.
I think the Chargers are a better team than Buffalo,
I'm just,
and everybody all every year says that, but they end up they're just so analytical, man, and they don't listen to the natural flow of football. They look at numbers. A lot of teams do that, but instead of going on first down, they go, well, they talk to their analytical guy upstairs and say, what are the odds of us, this being successful? He says no, and so who's coaching the team? You're not doing stuff with your gut. You know what I mean? Why we're a physical team. We're gonna get this fucking fourth down, 4th and 2,
yeah,
4th and 1. We're
I
gonna
do
get it.
believe though it's going to be tough. I do believe it's going to be
That's
tough
how
though
they
this week.
lose games.
It's going
That's
to be
how
a
they
tough
lose
game.
games. Yeah.
But the good thing is that we already at least have a little bit of already, like it helps when the team already kind of already is like, you know what? We've already seen him do it. So like they have already that confidence in like the quarterback. You know what I mean? So like they're gonna have that confidence because I'm pretty sure they had that confidence in Card 2 because he had that, he had that history of being one of the guys that's had the most comeback wins and all that stuff. But I think now with having a new quarterback and having him prove that early, I mean, in the first game comes a long way because now you could at least have guys who maybe had a little bit of question, a question about Jimmy G or something on the team. Maybe now that first game could, now they could put that behind them. You know what I mean? Because they've seen it for themselves on the field. You know what I mean? Already early. So I just think that played a big part in game one. I think that's a big thing for the rest of your teammates because now they have okay. Now they could just look at you and be like, okay, okay, Jimmy G is a winner. You know what I mean? I guess he is a winner or something like that. Like if they was questioning that, you know what I mean? So I just think that comes a long way.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think they have a choice. It's either Jimmy G or Hoyer,
No,
and
yeah, no, of course.
it's
What
like
I
you
mean is
better
like
you better believe in Jimmy G.
what I mean is like other like say like if they would have lost that game, right? And or if he would have
Yeah,
just choked, like then that in this second game, say we come down to that situation again, but they're not just the team's gonna have maybe like they're just not gonna have that confidence of like, oh man, we're gonna lose again. They're just gonna have
true.
that doubt in their mind, the doubt in the back of their mind at all times where you kind of erased a little bit of it in the first game because you kind of like you did something, you know what I mean? And you actually put your own body at risk for it, you know what I mean? Especially in that last play of the game, you know what I mean? That last play of the game kind of did a lot for Jimmy, you know what I mean? Because I think he earned a lot of respect from his team right there, dog.
Hey man, when
And
you're on victory with a minute 30 left, that's a great feeling, bro. That's a great feeling. So you got them.
I was
You
just
know
that
you
was one
got
of
them.
the biggest things I was worried about, like
Yeah.
other guys that are on this team that like last year, last year when that was my worry too. Like, how is this team going to gel coming off of a playoff year when we got a new coach? You know what I mean? How are the guys gonna gel when half of the guys and some or I wouldn't say half, but like a good portion wanted Versace to stay and a good portion wanted a new coach or whatever. But like you could tell that there was a division because even players were bringing it up at the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? Before McDaniel's got hired, players were mentioning, like they wanted Versace back, like they were petitioning for getting Versace back and stuff like that. So that was my worry last year. How would the chemistry be in the locker room? And we seen how that worked out. You know what I mean? That we got We had like
We got
just
rid of
the
those
locker room
guys.
wasn't good. The locker room
We got
wasn't
rid
good
of
last
them.
year. You know what I mean? So I just think that was my worry this year. Like, but now with the coaching staff, because I mean, they obviously got rid of some of those guys, brought some of their own guys in to like kind of avoid that. But now, how were players going to react to Jimmy G? You know what I mean? With
Now,
the change with Carr now, because I know some guys were mad about that situation with Carr. Obviously, you know what I mean. They played with him for a while, so there are obviously going to be some guys that are going to be upset in the locker room. But there's going to obviously be some guys that are going to be on all for Jimmy G coming on board. But I just think that first game, you know, kind of, it just maybe creeps into the guys that are like maybe doubters in the locker room, kind of gives them a little bit of confidence in this guy. You know what I mean? And I think that goes a long way.
I don't want to talk about DC because Miguel might get on me.
No, I'm not. I'm not even saying anything bad about Carr. I'm not saying nothing bad about Carr. You know what I mean? I'm just saying like, because
I
I'm
just want
actually
to compare the two. The comparing the two would be one guy would
I'm just
be,
like I'm actually was talking good about him at
sitting
the
there in
beginning
the
of this.
corner, sitting there in the corner trying to find ways of how it wasn't his fault, and Jimmy G hasn't lost with us, so he's yeah, they're all on cloud nine. They're the team with the edge right now. Just because Buffalo got beat doesn't mean that they have the edge. They're figuring out why they lost. So we're off a win, so we're cloud nining right now over there.
and that might be a dangerous situation, Gravy. Even with that being said, because we're like you said, if we're on cloud nine, and the Bills know that they shouldn't have lost that game. As soon as Aaron Rodgers went down, that should have been a, a clear indicator that should have been a win. You know what I'm saying? And I think
There's
anybody.
10 other guys out there, Twan. Aaron Rodgers ain't the main. Aaron Rodgers ain't the main dude. There's 10 other guys out there that need to play, and their 10 other guys didn't do that.
And that goes to what I'm saying is if if we're on cloud nine and the Bills know that they should have won that game, what do you think they're going to do next week?
Yeah.
I don't give a
It's
shit
like
what they do. But the
They're gonna whoop
thing
that
is
ass,
that
cuz.
we got motivation, and finally we have a motivated team going in somewhere saying we could beat this team.
yeah. It's just like
I don't
there's
give a
always
shit.
going to be that
I don't give
talk.
a
Like
shit if they
I
got this
know.
quarterback. I don't care if they got that quarterback. We everybody gave us a sour note because with Russell Wilson, and he has this and he has that. Coach of the world is better than McDaniel's, better play caller and all this shit. We shut that noise down, man. Okay, it was one
Man,
point. We shut that noise
and
down.
one thing I will say though too, like is I know all of us, dog, and everybody around Raider Nation, like we say it like almost in every show. Like we don't want to talk about Carr, but he's gonna come up every show, dog. He's gonna come up every show just because of the simple fact because that's like the Green Bay Packers not talking about like Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean? That's like that. Like they're not talking about Aaron Rodgers now that Jordan Love's taking over. They're gonna be comparing them to him no matter what. You're always gonna be compared to the guy you're being the successor to. You know what I mean? You're always going to be compared to that guy. So no matter what, he's gonna come up in every show, regardless. Like even though you don't want to, sometimes he comes up. It just comes up. It's just that's it's gonna it's just it comes with football, man. It's like if it was Jacobs right now and he would have left the team, but we would have had a different running back, we would have been talking about Jacobs with our new running back, comparing him to our new running back.
But
You
we
know
were
what I
doing
mean?
that
It's
already.
the same thing.
We're
Exactly.
doing that shit
So that's
already.
what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's always gonna come up, especially this soon, 1 year after his his departure and Jimmy G's first snap as a Raider. So it's always gonna come up. You know what I mean? It's just like that's just normal. That's just the way. That's just obvious. You know what I mean? It's just that's the way it's gonna be. It's like we don't have nobody else to compare to. If what we're gonna compare him to Stidham, so you know what I mean. So it's like that.
There's
I'll
no
keep I'll
comparison
keep I'll
because
keep my
he lost
comments to
too.
myself.
as much as I don't want to bring him up, you know what I mean? As much as I don't want to, it's just sometimes it's almost like inevitable just because they play the same position. He is the successor to Carr, you know what I mean? And like the wins loss, it's gonna be compared to, you know what I mean? It's just gonna that's the most recent thing. That's what you're going to compare it to, you know what I mean? Like that's just the fact of the matter. I just think that's we kind of stop kind of beating and even around the bush about that because it's like that shit's gonna happen, dog. Like I mean, he's our last quarterback. You know what I mean? He's our last quarterback, and this is our new quarterback.
I don't understand how you know, and maybe someone can help me understand. I don't understand how if you're covering a team that you don't talk about the players.
Yeah, exactly. Like like, and I'm not saying I want Carr to do even bad this year. Like it's just that's not even the point. Like
Yeah.
I'm not rooting against Carr or anything like that. I'm just saying it's always gonna be a comparison. It's always gonna be a comparison. That's all. Like it's good or bad. Like earlier, I was even saying good things about him, like because I think people did believe in Carr here. Like when the when the time sometimes because he had that record for most comebacks. You know what I mean? That was one of the things that he kind of held his hat on, and he did bring us back a lot of times, in games. And I shit, those were great games when he would bring us back. You know what I mean? I remember a lot of them, but I'm just saying like that's the only thing I was comparing that to. Like guys in the locker room that had maybe a little doubt, you know, maybe can just kind of get rid of that. I know that they were already gelling with Jimmy G. It's just that you're always gonna have that little bit of doubt in your back of your head when there's questions about that quarterback. But when he does it in front of your face, then you're like, okay, you know what I mean? It's real. Jimmy G is real.
Win or lose, they better get with it because if they don't,
Sure.
you know what I'm saying, they gonna be without a check. You know what I'm saying? Because as much as it's football, you know what I'm saying, that's their livelihood. So if you don't believe in the guy that's under center and that organization, can see that you're showing that you gonna be on the next thing smoking. So
Yeah.
they better get with the program.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? How you guys doing, man? What's up?
What's
Gabe?
cracking?
Hey, what's good, man?
cracking?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the rest of it. I know we went almost an hour and a half just on the Raiders, and this is supposed to be a pick'em show too.
Damn, you guys haven't even picked it yet?
We haven't even got to the pick'ems. Okay, shit.
That's why we were waiting for you, bro. The wise guy.
Okay, I'm actually gonna see how many I win this week. Because last week I came in the last moment.
Well, first game we'll
write
start
this
off
down,
with,
okay?
we'll go first game. We'll start off with this, of course, tomorrow's game because that's the first game. You know what I mean? Minnesota at Philadelphia, and Philadelphia is a 6-point favorite.
Oh Jesus, that's gonna be an ugly one. This might get ugly.
So who'd you say? Okay, who's the first? Let me look up.
Philly,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Philly. We'll start off with low, and we'll go around like that. We'll start off with low, and we'll go around like that, and then we'll go to me like that. Bam.
We'll go Philly.
Philly, okay. Swan.
Give me a cheesesteak.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Philly. Okay.
Now, are we doing spreads or what? What's up?
That's with the spread. You guys, okay. You guys can give two answers if you want. Like, if you guys think they're gonna cover the spread, okay, Philly, and you say cover or not cover. You can say Philly and cover or Philly not cover.
What is it? 10 or
What do you
9?
think? It's 6. It's 6.
6.
6 points.
You want to do your coverage?
That's gonna be a close game.
Let's see who's backstage. Somebody's backstage.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
At Philly.
We got Dirty backstage.
What's up, brother?
What up?
Put Dirty right after.
What you got, Twan? What you got, Twan? You're betting. You're a betting guy.
So Philly.
Not much, man. Not much. I just call wins and losses for most part. But you said 6. You said they got to win by 6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take that. I take the over.
So you got the cover. All right, you have them covering. Okay.
I
what
got
about
Philly
you, Gravy? Philly covering. Okay. What about you, Dirty?
What's the
Minnesota
game?
at Philly. Minnesota at Philly. 6-point favorite Philly.
Yeah, I'll take that.
You
I'll
taking
take
taking the
Philly on
cover?
that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take Philly. I'll take Philly.
Hey, it's a
Philly been
touchdown, Gabe.
I know. I'm just saying because I didn't really like Philly last week, but
Against the
What's the
worst
over under
defense,
on complete score?
against
the
the
complete
worst
over.
defense in the NFL.
I know. I said I'm taking Philly to win. I'm just wanting to know. I'm just thinking, will they cover?
6.5. Yeah,
Shit.
but
If they
I
don't
don't
win
know.
by 6,
I don't
I'll
know.
disappoint.
That's a tough one because
At
Minnesota
Philly,
got a nice offense, man. Minnesota has a nice offense.
they do. They got JJ, man. But I'll take one. I think they might win just by a touchdown. I think they're gonna win just by a touchdown. So I think they just might cover, but it's gonna be a close bet to cover. That it's a good spread, bro. Like it's a hard spread to think, dog, because I'm kind of leaning towards like maybe Philly by like 4 or 3, but I'll say they cover just because it's at home. And they played ugly last week, so I think they'll play better this week. Okay, that's those games. So we got a clean sweep right there, Philly. Everybody said Philly covered. Okay, clean sweep. So next game is Baltimore at Cincinnati, and Baltimore is actually Cincinnati's a 3.5-point favorite.
You want to be Baltimore?
You're going Baltimore, okay? Yeah, because I mean, and they're getting 3.5 points.
Cover.
What about you, Twan?
I want to go Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. You want to go Cincinnati? It's 3. Is it 3 or 3.5?
Joe B against LJ. I don't know, dude.
3.5. Yeah, 3.5.
All right.
At Cincinnati.
Still.
Yeah, I got Cincy.
Okay, you got Cincy. Okay. Woo, Cincy and covering?
Yeah.
Or money line? Okay, Cincy and covering. Okay. What about you, Gravy?
We got Cincinnati cannot play like they did last week. That ain't gonna happen. I got Cincinnati. I'll take the 3. They're gonna cover
3.5.
by way more than 3 points. Yeah, by way more.
Okay, so yeah, okay. So you think they're gonna okay. It's okay.
That's what I got, Alfredo.
Dirty.
I want to have faith that Cincy could get it done, but I don't know. Burrow still nursing an injury. The offensive line just did not look good. Trying to stop Patrick McQueen and Rolando, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Bro.
Smith.
Yeah,
Roquan.
man.
Roquan.
Yeah, Roquan. I'm sorry, Roquan Smith. Yeah, bro. I gotta go Philly.
No. That was the
Cincy?
first game. Cincy or Baltimore?
I mean Baltimore. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I gotta go Baltimore.
Baltimore or under. Okay, so I'm going to take.
Me and Twan gonna be the one making money on this game.
I don't know.
I don't know. You got the favorite, so if my underdog wins, I'm the one
Lamar didn't play good either.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, but it's Lamar though. And that defense is stout.
Yeah, that was Houston's defense.
They can't cover those 3 guys.
Damn, I say Cincinnati wins, but they don't cover. That's gonna be that close of a game.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be that because it's a division game, man. These games are always fucking tough. They always play each other tough.
Agree.
And the reason why though I say that too is because the Ravens are playing with a lot of hurt players though. They got a lot of injuries on their team right now. Let me check their injury report right now. Ravens Bengals injury report. It is.
And all he threw to was Zay Flowers last week.
Full practice. Okay,
Depending
so
on
the
a
only guy
rookie.
Cincinnati doesn't pretty much have nobody on their injury thing except for Cameron Sample. I don't know who the fuck that is, but everybody else was limited in practice today or full practice. But the Baltimore had, I mean, it's good sign. Mark Andrews was limited in practice, but Marlon Humphrey, Tyler Lindenbaum, the center, you know what I mean? They're fucking that dude's bad. Ronnie Staley, another offensive tackle,
And
and
they lost
Marcus Williams, their safety, and J.K. Dobbins is gone for the season. Are all most likely out for this week because they did not practice at all.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm still
J.K.
going.
Dobbins is gone for the season.
Yeah.
You guys want to change your minds or
Nope.
That's the only reason I think Cincinnati wins, but I don't think they cover. I think still Baltimore keeps it close enough to where it's like a field goal game. They might be tied, and then I just think Cincinnati might have the ball last. That's what I'm thinking it's going to come down to, a last possession. And I think Cincinnati is going to kick the field goal to win, which I think that's where Baltimore would still win because they got 3.5.
There's no way that T. Higgins is not going
I agree. They kicked the field goal, but I believe it gets blocked for Baltimore to walk off with the win.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's going to be a good game, though. I think that's going to be a good game for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, then we go to our division. Kansas City against Jacksonville at Jacksonville. 3.5 favorites. Kansas City's 3.5 favorites. 3.5 point favorites against Jacksonville at Jacksonville.
Is Kelsey
so
playing?
We'll go low first. And I'm gonna check their injury report right now too.
Who is it again? I'm sorry.
It's
Kansas City.
Kansas City versus Jacksonville at Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Ooh, all right.
Jackson cover.
Jackson. Well, they don't need it because they start off with 3.5.
They're
So
getting 3 points.
Okay.
Kansas City's favorite.
Go straight up.
Yeah, so straight up. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't really
think they're gonna win anyway.
Yeah.
You just think they're gonna win it either way. So no matter what, they're gonna win. It doesn't have Kelsey. Does that have Kelsey right here? Oh yeah, Kelsey. Did he practice? No, yeah, he was limited in practice today, so he might give it a go this week. He was limited, but I think that's going to be like a game time decision. But they have a lot of guys on their thing, and they got Chris Jones back this week.
Yeah.
So okay, so you got Jacksonville.
Everybody in the chat, man. Pizzle, I'm seeing all you guys, man. Pizzle, Ja, fucking All Eyes, Unfazed, Alfredo, Cool Kev. You know what I mean? I didn't say nothing to say. OJ was in there too, bro. Arkham's in the building. Sorry.
Arkham, OJ, fucking All Eyes. So
everybody's on
cool,
man.
Twan, what do you think?
I got Kansas City.
Kansas City covering?
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Gravy?
Kansas City covering.
Kansas City covering. Okay.
No faith in sunshine? You guys ain't got no faith in sunshine?
Yeah, but it's gonna be
sunshine.
Nah. Trevor Lawrence is good, but Kansas City lost, and I don't think they'll lose back to back.
Yeah, but I don't know, bro. It's
having Smith back is big time, bro.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dirty?
I'm going Jacksonville.
Jacksonville.
Yeah.
I
think,
am going. Oh, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I think they got a nice defense. They got cool offense. You can get Jones back all you want, but he ain't been there all year, so he got to get acquainted to the game. It'll take him a minute. So yeah, and Kelsey will not be playing.
I think that's the big thing right now. Right now, he was limited in practice. I think that's the big call right there. Like, but I'm still gonna go with, even if, like, I think if Kelsey plays, he still will be limited in the game. So I'm gonna go Jacksonville because of Calvin Ridley. He's gonna be the difference maker in that game. He's gonna be the difference maker in that game. I mean,
Hey,
first game back.
Zay Jones had a sneaky, good ass game.
Yeah, but first game back, and Calvin Ridley already had over fucking 10 catches, 100 yards. I
They
think
got
that
the
dude's
rhythm. Like, hey, that's what I'm saying, bro.
man.
Zay Jones is fucking is good
So
with
is Zay.
points.
And then Kirk, they still got Christian Kirk,
Got
18.
Ian 10. Is that how you say his name? Ian 10? Ian 10?
ETN.
ATN. Like AT&T.
Yeah, ETN.
But, I like him. I had him on my roster fantasy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Jacksonville, dog. I just see that. Like, I still think, Kansas City will get it together, like soon. But I just think, like, that was a big injury for Kelsey, and I still think he's gonna be limited, even if he does, see the field a little bit this week. I still think, that's gonna be limited for him, and I think that Chris Jones is gonna he's gonna take him a game or two to get his feet wet too, dog. Like, I think it's, just like Jacobs. I think he's coming even in later, so I think it's gonna take Chris Jones, even though it's not. I don't think it's as demanding for Chris Jones, but I still think it's gonna take his. It's not gonna be the Chris Jones of what you've seen at the end of last year. You know what I mean? Like, 17 sacks for Chris Jones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I'll take Jacksonville on that one. Especially, I think at home too. I think they're gonna get him.
And Kansas City's secondary is ass, bro.
Yeah, I just think that. And then they're fucking. They can't catch the ball. They can't catch the ball. Nah, but let's go to the next game. Fucking, we fucking already been on almost hour 45.
They can't stop the run. They can't catch. I mean, they look terrible.
And we'll go to Seattle at Detroit.
But they got the best quarterback in it now.
Detroit is 5 points favorite.
Detroit and who again?
Detroit and Seattle at Detroit. But it's Detroit is a 5-point favorite.
I'm going D-Town.
All right. We'll go with Twan. You're next. Yeah, Twan. That was after.
Yeah, I got Detroit, but I don't know if they'll cover.
Okay. That's a good one. I think that's gonna be a close game. I think it will be a close game. Watch you, Gravy.
I'm gonna take Seattle.
With the point or with just straight out?
Straight up. I'll win either way.
Okay. That's good. Seattle, all right. Over the Lions.
Steps up, DK steps up, the Kenneth the third steps up.
I don't know if that makes a difference, but in Detroit.
They're only getting like 2 points off that home field advantage. Go drop them back. They're gonna drop these points back down the side.
Any significant injuries on any of these two teams? Let's see.
Is Lockett still hurt? Lockett still hurt?
No, the only guys who did not practice for Seattle were Mike Mills, Boye Mafe, and Charles Cross. For the Lions, did not participate today are Emmanuel Mosley, Khalil Dorsey, and Taylor Decker. So not any, but nobody like really notable. But so both teams are kind of going in at full strength. But yeah, that's so basically just that's what it is, man. Who you got? You still think Seattle? Gravy? Why you dirty?
I got the D-Town. I got the
D-Town,
D-Town. After the way Seattle played against the Rams last week, bro, you can tell Detroit has the better team. You can tell Detroit has the better team, especially the way they went in and handled Kansas City, regardless of Kansas City played like shit or not. They still went in and handled the Super Bowl champs. And yeah, I think it'll be fairly around the same playing against Seattle, but Seattle probably won't score as many points as Kansas City.
Okay. So
although Seattle's offense and wide receivers can catch. They can catch.
I'm gonna take the Lions money line, but I think they don't cover.
Interesting.
I think it'll be a close game. I think that's gonna be a close game for some reason. But see, if you want to bet, I think if you want to take them straight up, I think that Detroit does win this game though.
I believe Detroit walks away with the victory. What score? I'm pretty sure they cover. What's the score? 5.5.
5. So that's
5.
Yeah. I just think it's gonna be like one of those field goal type games. I don't know why. I just have a feeling about it.
Some reason I feel like it's a 14-point game right here.
Yeah, because if Seattle does play like they played last week, it could be that for sure. But I just think Seattle, I don't know. I think they have more than that. I think they kind of maybe took the Rams lightly. I don't know if that's what it was, but we'll see this week for sure. But I think nobody expected anything out of the Rams, and they just I think they didn't put no respect on Stafford's name, and Stafford went out there and lit him up, man. But I'll take Detroit still, but I just think Seattle's gonna play a little bit closer this week. Oh, and this is another one. This is a fucking almost a pick'em game. Indianapolis Colts against the Texans. The Texans Indianapolis is favored by 1 point.
Indianapolis by 1 point.
Indianapolis by 1 point. Huh?
Isn't Richardson hurt?
No, I don't think so.
Tie. Push.
Said push.
Tie. You think they're gonna tie?
He's a tie.
So you think it's gonna be like a 1 point game, and then it's gonna be a tie in the score or actual tie?
Push. Tie. Yeah.
He said a tie.
So you think then? So if it's a tie, then Indianapolis wins because they're favored by a point.
I'll take Indy plus a point. They're gonna win by 1 point.
No, if Indy wins by a point, then it's a push because they're favored by a point,
bro.
Okay, I'll take the 1. Take.
Oh no! Yeah, you're right. No, you're right. I'm wrong. Yeah, Houston's favored by a point. But Twan, what did you think? You jumped in right now.
That is one game I will not turn on and watch.
I kind of do want to see Richardson a little bit just to see him on offense, but I ain't trying to see that whole game. I might want to see a couple of like drives with Richardson because he does look exciting out there. He did look pretty cool out there last week, but that's gonna be a boring ass game.
I'll go Houston. Houston pulls it out. Underdog. And the spread.
I was gonna say that. I'll take Houston.
Yeah,
just for entertainment.
Is Stroud playing for Houston yet, or is he starting?
Let me check the injury report real quick. Yeah, he started first game. Yeah.
Shit, I'll take Houston in that too.
Okay. So,
because that defense, surprisingly, that defense ain't really that bad. They actually, on paper, they're not that bad.
I think so too. Oh, Indianapolis does not have Shaq Leonard this weekend. This week, he's hurt. No, that's their best linebacker. So no Shaq Leonard this week. And DeForest Buckner is a game time decision. Question.
Now it's gonna be a fucking time.
Yeah, Houston.
Yeah.
Houston.
I think Houston got a better defense. I don't think the Colts have an answer on offense for that defense, man. They don't. They just don't have it. I don't have faith in a rookie like that just yet.
You ain't going with your USC guy Pittman to have a
No.
monster game.
He
No.
was limited in practice today too.
I'll take Houston.
Richardson needs to learn how to slide or go down, bro, because he can't take no hits.
I'm taking
Hey,
NFL hits.
I think a game like this, I think they might load manage Buckner. I don't think they're gonna waste his efforts on the Texan.
I'm glad he only needed to play. I'll get the win.
Make sure he helps for next week.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take Houston too, though. I'm gonna take the Texans. I just think they're gonna get that first win for their coach. If they're gonna go play out there, they're gonna go play hard for their coach. They played hard last week, man. I mean, they played Baltimore pretty tough, man. I think that's why a lot of people didn't like the way Baltimore. They were a lot of people were saying Baltimore didn't look that good last week, but I think they were the Texans were kind of playing for their coach. You know what I mean? I think they like playing for fucking D'Amico Ryans, and I just think that they'll get it for them. They're gonna get their coach their first win this week.
They've been like that for like the past 2-3 years. They're a scrappy bunch of guys, and the issue with them is their offense. Their defense has always been like kind of in your face, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, they're just young.
Yeah. So what do we got left?
So much time on this game.
That's a lot of teams. A lot of games this weekend. Okay, so Chicago against Tampa Bay. 2.5 favorites, Chicago. Low.
Tampa. I'll take Tampa.
Yeah. I'll go Tampa.
I'm gonna go Chicago.
I got shot.
Okay, so split. I'm gonna break the tie. Ooh. At Tampa.
I just don't think the Bears start off 0-2.
I know the Bears got all kinds of fucking just reinforcements this year and everything. And I just
all kinds of problems.
Tampa has a good defense. I mean, Baker fucking kind of surprised me last week.
Chicago didn't play a bad game last week. They just got outpowered. They just got overplayed.
That's gonna happen every game, Dirty.
I don't know. Although Mike Evans is nice, bro. Like, I don't know if they have an answer for Mike Evans.
I'm gonna take Tampa. Yeah, I'm gonna take Tampa. Fuck it. Because it's at Tampa. I'm gonna go with the home team. All right. So the next game, Los Angeles Chargers at Tennessee, and the Chargers are favored by 3.
Fucking sucks, but I'm gonna have to go with the Chargers on this.
I thought it would be more points.
Tennessee is horrible, bro. I watched them play. I watched that game between the Saints and the Titans, bro. That offense looked terrible, bro. Yeah. I told you he was trash before the season even started. But
yeah, Willis will be the quarterback pretty soon.
Didn't they draft a rookie too?
Oh yeah, didn't they draft fucking Levis?
Yeah.
They got Levis and what's his name in there?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
They
got
did.
Chargers covered.
They did draft Mayo Coffee, huh? Fucking shit. So okay, so everybody got Chargers.
Yeah,
Oh no, you got Chargers too?
yeah, Chargers.
Cover? Yeah, I think
Yeah,
I think Chargers win and cover for sure. I think so too for sure. I just think that the way that the Tennessee looked in that first game was bad, man. I just think that DeAndre Hopkins looked like wow. I felt sorry for him after the game. Felt sorry for
and the
DeAndre Hopkins.
Chargers are actually they're the Chargers are actually healthy, and they're a different team when they're healthy versus at the end of the season. So
Yeah. So we'll move on for
I
that one.
just think we wanted D Hop.
That one
We
was a
wanted
clean
D Hop
sweep.
on our team so bad.
Yeah, but D Hop wouldn't look that bad with us. You see how many underthrown balls were to him and shit like that. That shit, that's why I felt sorry for him.
Hey, don't say we. Don't say we. Say people. Say people. Because I didn't want D Hop.
Yeah, I don't want D Hop either.
Or there was more people than two that wanted him on our squad, Dirty.
Oh,
Yeah, there was some people that wanted him, but don't say we. Don't say we, because then people want to assume that it was all an and one, and I don't think anybody in and one said get D Hop. That's that other show.
I just don't.
I remember a good partner of yours saying we should.
I just think like I'm not. I didn't want D Hop either. I'm just saying, like in that game right there, the game that I seen, like I didn't see like nothing that D Hop did to like make me think like any less of him. I just saw like the quarterback was garbage, man.
D Hop did better than Renfro.
Yeah, I just think. I mean, he still had like 7 catches though. With those, and then like so many
You expect that when he's the number one target. He's their number one target.
He just looks so slow, bro.
Yeah, he's always been that guy though. Like he's never really been that guy. What did he run out of fucking the 40 in like a 4.6 or something like that?
I mean, let's be honest. How many good years has D Hop really had, bro? Where he was like top of the league, bro? 2.
True.
D Hop.
After he got caught for doing PEDs, he wasn't shit.
Just saying. You know what I'm saying, Gravy? I mean, the guy is what, 3 years removed from being good.
Let's check it out real quick. Let's see.
Now is he Hall of Fame good?
Fuck no.
No. No.
Okay,
I ain't even have to think about that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If T.O. ain't first ballot, D Hop ain't no ballot.
He said no ballot.
That 6 years with over 1,000 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years with over 100 catches, but that's not like longevity. I don't think that's like there's receivers with way better numbers, but yeah, he's had some good seasons. Like he's had like a good 5 good seasons. But as far as like
how many after PDEs? How many good seasons after the PDEs?
What year did he get caught for that?
Huh?
What year did he get caught for that?
3 years ago.
Was it? Yes, it's his year. He got traded from Houston to because remember he was serving suspension in Houston for PDEs.
Because the game that he right here that says that he played the less amount of games was 2021. He played only 10 games.
Yeah, because he was coming off that suspension.
Yeah, because all the other games he played 16 games, 15 games, 16 games. 2021 he played 10 games only, and he only had 572 yards that year. And before that though, he had 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5, 6, 7 years almost like with 1,000 yards in a row.
Well, shit, he was the number one target in Houston.
Yeah, for sure that. Yeah, he averaged like 100 over 170 fucking targets a year.
I mean, shit. Who was on the other side of him? Willie Snead.
Better recognize.
Fuller.
Where's he at?
I don't know. Not in the league.
I'm just
He's
saying.
dropping balls from some other team. He's dropping balls from some other team.
All right, but we'll get out that one shit. We'll go to after that game. It's Green Bay at Atlanta.
I'm gonna take Love.
That's an interesting game, man. I like for some reason I think that's an interesting game. They're both 1-0.
The way Green Bay played this weekend, I'm gonna have to go with Green Bay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Green Bay did play pretty good. Green Bay did play good. That's for sure. Jordan Love fucking surprised me. That's for sure. I didn't think he was gonna be trash. I just because I even picked him like preseason like in our draft.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna be trash. He surprised the fuck out of me.
I picked him up as a backup in my fantasy, but I didn't think he was gonna be like trash. But I just wanted to keep him like just maybe. But I also didn't think he was gonna play like that. You know what I mean? I didn't think he was gonna play that good.
And then you dumped him.
And then I dumped him. Well, yeah, exactly. And then I dumped his ass before he could even play a game.
And who got
I
him?
thought, and then because I was just gonna get another quarterback, but fuck it.
Wait, you said who got him? You must have him, baby.
I did the shark move on Gabe.
I know he did.
You didn't want to trade him, but you pick him up in free agency. Is that what you did?
Sitting around that long, he better do something good. You know what I mean? We sat around that long.
Is that why Gabe? Is that why Gabe caught the L?
Nah, I caught the L. Fuck it. So many other things.
And is that Brown Crackers? The fantasy name Brown Crackers.
Brown
Big
Crackers
Brown
got
Crackers,
me, man.
Mac.
Brown Crackers got me. Big Shirley. Shirley
It's all right. I'll take care of Big Shirley Brown Crackers for you this week. Yeah.
Nah, that shit was horrible. My team was horrible last week. No, and then right before kickoff time, they tell me that fucking Mark Andrews ain't gonna play. And
I took him out the day before. I knew he wasn't gonna play.
You see, got to pay attention, Gabe.
I knew he wasn't gonna play.
And then the worst of all, the worst thing, Jamar Chase had like freaking 2 points or 7 points or something like that. I was like, oh my god,
bro, I had Higgins, dude. He gave me 0.
But yeah, hey, that's fantasy though, man. That's fantasy.
And I had Burrow. He gave me shit, and I still won.
That's fantasy though, man. You get fucking like my in my other league, fucking there was a team. Those two guys playing each other, and one was winning by a lot, bro. And he had Aaron Rodgers. He had Aaron Rodgers, and then he's like, right when Aaron Rodgers got like hurt, we were like in a group chat. Right when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, he's like, "Fuck, man, I lost." You know what I mean? He didn't have. He's like, before the game, he was kind of thinking he was gonna lose either way. He thought it was gonna be hard to win with Aaron Rodgers, but then he got hurt, and he was like, "Fuck." But he had the Jets defense. And he fucking came back with the Jets defense.
Drop Aaron Rodgers yet? How's he panning out on that game?
Not yet.
Whoever's got Dallas defense is ball.
Oh, that too.
I'm just lucky I had Tyreek Hill.
I got as much as I like lemon pepper wings. I'm gonna go with Green Bay on this one.
Go Green Bay. So it's pretty much a sweep right now. Mm-hmm. Sweep going right now. What do you got, Dirty? You say already?
Yeah, I said Green Bay.
So that's a sweep. Damn. They play at Atlanta.
That's special.
I appreciate y'all letting me pull up. I gotta go put little man down. Get ready for my friend.
Right.
Sure, thanks for pulling up, Dirty. Thanks for pulling up, man.
Yes, sir. I'll see y'all in a minute.
For sure. Yeah, you're gonna have a show too. Yeah, for sure. Everybody.
9:30. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll be done by then for sure because there's only a couple more games left.
Yep. All y'all more than welcome to pull up.
For sure, man. If I can see you there.
Yep.
see. So our next game, well, we got a clean sweep. I'm picking Green Bay too. Clean sweep, fuck it, clean sweep. I'll keep it with this clean sweep. Next game, we got San Francisco at the Rams, 8 points.
I hate to say this, dog. You already know what I'm gonna say.
Frisco?
Fucking 49ers.
They're gonna cover.
Yeah, I'm
They're gonna win by more than a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
All right, there. Okay. At SoFi.
Fucking 49ers.
What do you think, Quan?
Ray Love, what up?
Because I like funnel cake, I'm gonna go with the 49ers.
You like that sweetness.
To cover two? You got them to cover two. I'm pretty sure. 8 points.
Fruit cake. I'm sorry, what?
So you got them covered two.
Yeah.
That fruit cake.
Okay, for sure. 8 points is a cover. What do you think? What do you think, Grady?
It's a fruit cake.
So,
Goon, what's up?
The 49ers are going to win, but I'm taking the Rams. I'm taking the 49ers not to cover. So am I taking the Rams?
You're taking Niners.
The 49ers, but they're not going to cover.
Yeah, Niners money line. Rams to cover the spread.
Yeah.
All right. So I got. Damn, Alfredo. Look at Alfredo. Bold, huh? Bold. Upset of the week, he says. Damn, okay. I'll let you go with. I'll let you have that claim at the end of the week if they win, bro. I'm going with the Niners.
Hate the 49ers.
I'll let you have that claim at the end of the week if you got it, man. I'll even put you. I'll put your shit on blast. I'll clip this shit.
Hey, Raider Goon,
and remind everybody.
Hey, shout out Raider Goon, bro. We're gonna be there at the game on Saturday, but I think NorCal was trying to reach out to you, bro. Yeah, he was in the chat. I think he was trying to get a hold of you somehow. So get a hold of NorCal Jesse if you can. I think it was in the Hog Squad chat.
I think it's, let's see, who else is after that? Okay, New York Giants at Cardinals. Oh shit, two teams. The
Giants
at Cardinals, 5.5. Favorites. Wow. Oh no, 5.5 points favorite Giants. Yeah, 5.5 point favorite Giants.
I'll cover it.
You said the Giants and cover?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
I have a feeling Waller's gonna ball out.
the way the Niners, I mean the way the freaking Giants got embarrassed, they better come back. So I'm going with the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Gravy?
I'm taking Arizona. I can't roll with no team that got beat by 40 points. And scored 0.
Let's check.
I don't care what you do. There's no coming back on that.
I don't care what they do.
Are there any big time injuries? Let's see. For any team.
That can't even be an upset because the Giants got beat so bad they thought they were an upset.
Darren Waller didn't practice today. Everybody else admitted. He's the only one that didn't practice today. Him and Andrew Thomas.
Let me guess, hamstring.
Hamstring. Yep. Yes, hamstring.
Ain't this? So they're gonna go through that too.
No, same hamstring. They're saying that it's because he has nerve damage in that hamstring.
Wow.
So the Raiders
turf toe part 2 coming out to a video store near you.
No, I guess he has nerve damage. They're saying he has nerve damage in the hamstring, dog. So that's gonna probably always be lingering there.
Yep.
Good.
Because that shit is nerve damage. I know what that shit is. Nerve damage is fucking horrible.
Oh.
And then for the Arizona Cardinals, only LJ Collier and Josh Woods. Okay, so no really big injuries for any two teams. Kyler
Murray's out.
5.5. Oh yeah, Kyler Murray. That's the biggest injury. Yes, right now.
And so I'm still taking Arizona.
Hey, Ray Arizona? Yeah. Fuck. Just Just meet up with us, bro. It'll be me, Gravy. We'll all be out there, bro. For the game on Saturday, bro.
Who's that,
So,
bro?
Right now. Ray Love.
Ray Love.
Yes, sir.
We'll
Ray
all be
Love,
there, man.
what's up?
I just got my ticket. So we're all gonna be there.
Ooh, shit! Would you
Happy
get
to meet you, bro.
It's. I'm just gonna be in the building, like I told you. I'm gonna get up there, but I'm gonna be in the 300 level in that same section where we're at last time.
That's right. You'll be right above us.
Because I can't sit down during the game. I was like, last week I kind of made my decision, dog. When I was watching the Raider game, I noticed I didn't sit down in this fucking chair that I'm sitting in right here because I have it in front of my TV too. I could have been sitting in this chair the whole time, but I was standing in front of the TV with my arms crossed the whole game. So I know that's how I'm gonna be at the game too, dog. So I'm not gonna be able to sit. I'm not gonna be able to sit anyway. So might as well stand. Might as well stand in the standing room area only.
What game is this?
Oh, bitch.
Chargers and Raiders.
Oh, God.
Yeah, tickets are like 150 right now. The 500 levels, like they're like 150, like the cheapest ticket. But then you can go down to the third level and just like be right there at the standing room area only. And shit, you see the game perfect from there now.
Gabe's gonna walk down to us, Low, and he's gonna have a bloody nose. It'll be the high elevations. It'll be like playing at Denver.
I'm never gonna go to my seat. Well, I'm never even gonna make it to
Take
my
your
seat.
oxygen tank way up there, bro. You take your oxygen tank way up there. You'll be with the birds and the
and it's
seagulls
fucking
flying
high.
around on top.
That shit is super high, dog. Be like up there, like that's why I'm never gonna make it to my seat because I sat up there already. I sat up there for a game, and it's like it's that big old screen blocks your vision, for some of the game, like you can't see. So it's like it's not. I'm never gonna make it to my seat. I'm gonna be in the third level anyway, like in that the third section, right above you guys, right above where you guys are gonna be sitting, because the third level is like right here behind me, where that section's at, where the standing room area, and the second level is like down right there. You guys are gonna have to walk down those steps
right there, right?
Yeah, so I'll be right there.
And shit, if there's nobody sitting next to us, bro, I'll be like, shit, come through.
For real, shit.
He said he don't sit down. He's standing up in front of us and said, "Sit down, Gabe." Shit.
I'm sitting down. My ass sit down. I ain't trying to.
Yeah, I don't fucking sit down. Maybe just to go sit down like during halftime. You know what I mean?
We gotta see who's the halftime show, bro. We gotta see who the halftime show is.
Well, I'm gonna take the Giants too. I forgot. I didn't even take a team. I'm gonna take the Giants. I just think that they got embarrassed by too much last week. Though I know. I feel you, Gravy. I know what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. I wouldn't take a team that lost by 40. I wouldn't take a team that lost by 40 either. But like, I just think that that game got away too early, and I just think that it's not gonna happen like that again like that. That game was it was a weird paying out game though. Like I just think that, and Dallas has a good defense, man. So
that pissed me off, dude.
OJ,
I took the Giants.
270.
I took the Giants, bro.
When right now?
No, last week I took the Giants on the upset special. We're gonna get beat by fucking 40. Shit.
All right, so with 3, so we all got Giants except for Gravy. Okay, so next game, Washington Commanders are
227, bro.
Are underdogs to Denver. Wow, are underdogs to Denver by 3.5.
Who is?
Denver. Washington Commanders at Denver, and Denver is a 3.5 point favorite.
Man, fuck Denver. I'm going Washington.
Hey, Washington, sneaky defense.
Yeah, and they came back and won last week. I know that was against the Cardinals, but the lonely Cardinals, but they came back and won. I mean, the Cardinals were making not look good at the beginning, but they did come back and win. You got to give them credit for that.
They got Eric Bieniemy. They got Eric Bieniemy making Howe look good, and I'm like, shit. Maybe that's why Kansas City getting beat, because Bieniemy is not there.
That's not a bad assessment though, bro. Real shit.
What about you,
something up here? I got something up here that works a little bit, the mouse
This is the
turns
first time
sometimes.
I've ever seen it happen. No lie.
The
Easy.
little mouse gets on my wheel once in a while up there.
Starts. I thought I heard
Yeah.
some. Wing, 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 wing.
Oh fuck. Yeah, so
Hey, Twan, what
what do you
concert
think,
were you at,
Islam?
bro?
What do you think, Islam?
What up?
What concert were you at?
Oh, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie and Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, okay.
What? EWF was in, man.
Yeah.
Do you
I would have loved
remember?
to see that,
Yeah.
bro. I would have came back with another kid when I see EWF, bro.
Hey, Twan looked like a little kid in those videos. He was like smiling from ear to ear, man. He
Smiling
was
and stuff like, yeah, Charlie with
grooving.
you.
Earth, Wind, and Fire is actually my favorite band. So
Oh, that's
Mhm.
cool, man.
it was able. I was able to check that off my bucket list
Hell
of
yeah, man.
people to see. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Who you got though, Twan, in this game? Washington
What-
against Denver. 3.5 points favorites at Denver. Denver's favorite.
Bro.
I think I gotta go commando on.
Mando? Yeah.
I'm gonna be the only one that goes Denver. I'll be the only one that goes Denver but doesn't cover. They're gonna win by 3 points.
Ooh.
So Denver,
So I guess
money line.
Quan took my thunder for my upset special of the week. Is Washington over Denver?
I think Denver's gonna show that they are a little bit better of a team dog this week, and they're gonna show they're gonna kind of even.
A good defense, bro. That's a pretty
That's what I'm
sneaky
saying.
good defense. Well, check them out. Watch.
think
I
Denver's
watched
gonna
that
win.
game.
You bets are savvy.
I'll take
and
Denver.
money. Still getting good. Yep.
Even though I don't want them to win, because I hope they lose every game. But
Oh, you
I
got
just think
cool
that
Kev started, Twine, saying you went to EWF.
Yeah.
Denver. But they're playing at home again. Do they lose twice at home? Two home openers right
I
away.
hope so. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
We pissed all over their stadium. Let the Commanders do it too.
Yep.
Okay, fuck it. We'll go to the next game. Jets at Cowboys. 9.5 points. Favorites Cowboys.
I'm going with the number one pick. If I would have drafted him if I was playing fantasy football. Zach motherfucking Wilson. Let's go Jets.
Oh, Zach, you're going Jets? Jets? No. No, I don't know. Actually, their defense is good too, man. So that could be a very, very good defensive team because Denver's Dallas' defense didn't look that good.
Fuck it. I'm going. I'm doing it.
You're gonna be losing money.
What are we paying? What is $20 buy-in or something? What's what we talking
about? Yeah, $20 buy-in. You better think that over.
Shit. I was gonna say something. I'm keep my mouth shut.
9.5 points though. So the Cowboys have to win by 10. The Cowboys have to win by 10 to cover.
No problem.
Ooh, so you're taking you're taking the Cowboys and cover. Okay. Fine.
Yeah, they gotta score, bro. The Denver has to score, and they can't against that defense.
Jets.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys for that reason. That the only thing they got is their run game, and I think the Cowboys can stop the run. So, yeah. What offense does the Jets really have? Now their defense is good. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta go with the Cowboys on this one.
10-0. That's the score.
Going off the reservation, guys.
I think it's gonna be
just
like
enough to cover.
I think it's gonna be a game like 18-10, which the Cowboys are gonna win. The Cowboys are gonna win, but
the Giants and they're gonna go to 18.
Hey, the Jets have a great defense too, man.
They do.
The Jets have a great defense too, so that's not Buffalo's defense out there either. So it's gonna be hard to score on that defense too. So that's what I'm saying, because the Dallas offense didn't show shit last week. It was all the defense. I mean, that got like 100 yards passing or something like that.
Yep.
I'm just taking that they might be on the field longer than they should. You know what I'm saying? And that might be the crack in the shield. You know what I'm saying?
I still think Dallas wins. Don't get me wrong. I still think Dallas wins. I just don't think they're gonna cover.
Yeah.
Bro, the whole stadium, every player on that team, the coach face even looked dead when Core plays after that game
It's the
started,
lowest.
bro.
It's the lowest over under two game too. Like because they know this is gonna be a defensive game. The over under is 38 points.
Jeez.
And that's low.
Dallas 38, Jets 0. No, 35-3. I'll give Wilson a little credit. 35-3.
3. You think they score on that defense that much points? I think that's one thing about the Jets that is legit right now. The defense is legit. Their offense, they still got Zach Wilson, so they're gonna struggle regardless.
Yeah, Brees Hall's gonna run like a motherfucker, bro.
They're gonna get him hurt again.
Yeah, I still think for sure. I think the Dallas is gonna win this game. Dallas is gonna win this game. I just don't think they're gonna cover though. I think that 40-0 is like it's just like it's misleading.
Yeah,
I just think it's
That wasn't
misleading.
no joke. That wasn't no joke, bro. That was just badass defense right there.
I just think the way that the game started though, like it kind of got away from them, and then like you could tell the Giants were out of that game before they were ever in it. You know what I mean? So it's like that game just got out of hand so fast that I don't see that happening in this game. Because I think the way Salah's gonna play this game, he's not gonna give Zach Wilson that many opportunities to begin with.
Nah.
You know what I mean? To get rid of the ball. He's gonna play him like a game manager. You know what I mean? So because he has the running game. You know what I mean? He has that two-headed monster back there. He has Brees and Dalvin. So I just think that's why they're gonna try to play one of those games where it's hold the ball as long as you can. Hold the ball as long as you can. You know, that time of possession type shit. So where I think that's where I still think Dallas wins, but I think they keep it a little close to where they don't cover. But hey, they could be wrong. Shit, because Zach Wilson is Zach Wilson.
Mm-hmm. He's not a bad player, bro. He just and he did get a little bit of time behind the great one. You know what I mean? Yeah, so he does have a good defense, and all he needs to do is just make some good passes, good short and medium passes, and hand the ball off. And Dallas is going to be so pumped up, they'll probably be all coked out fucking for the rest of the week. So they're going to show up to the game all fucking
that easy, look. It's not even going to be that easy. He's going to have problems with the handoff to Brees.
Oh, man. He won, bro. No matter what, he won.
He's going to have problems handing the ball off. That offensive line isn't that good for the Jets.
So we got 2 for the Jets, 2 for the Cowboys. I say Cowboys win, but no money line, but don't cover. So
who picked the Jets? Low? You picked the Jets low?
Yeah,
the Jets.
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I got faith in them.
So Sunday night football. Sunday and Monday night football, only games left. Okay, so Sunday night we got Miami against New England, and Miami is 3 points favored only at New England at Foxborough. Sunday night football. What you think, Lo?
So I'm sorry. So who was it again?
It's, Miami at New England. Sunday night football, and Miami.
3
points favorite. 3 and cover, huh? Okay.
I'm going Miami.
Yeah. What you, Tuan? You think?
I gotta go with the fish.
The fish.
The fish.
But you, Gravy. Is that cut and dry?
This is my crack pipe lock of the week.
Oh shit! Who is he gonna get? Who is he gonna take?
I think Belichick's gonna dial up something that's gonna stop Tyreek from having the day that he thinks he's gonna have. And New England takes this game. New England takes this game at home.
Hey, they still got the Penguin on the other side.
Yeah.
Yep.
He'll probably get there.
Bro, you can't fuck with Tyreek, bro. You can't fuck with him.
I hope he does. I hope he has a good game because I got him in fantasy. But I think Belichick might limit. He ain't gonna get no 250-something yards, bro.
He said that's his crack pipe lock of the week too. Okay.
Hey, No, hey, but
Black
I
Gravy,
didn't
eyes,
know
black
that was the segment.
I get it though, because Belichick, he's known to take away their
Take away your
whoever
number
the
one option. Yeah.
biggest threat is on the other side. But
But we don't have
having
nobody on
Waddle
defense.
on the other side, it creates a whole another problem. So yeah, Waddle might have a big game.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, man.
I'm cool with
I'm gonna
Tyreek
take.
getting like 180.
I'm
One,
taking
you
Miami.
know, doesn't need to get
I'll,
254 yards.
I'll
I
take
wish he got
Miami.
more
Oh
touchdowns.
no, you actually we have 2 Monday night games. I thought we only had one Monday night. We have 2 Monday night games.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, the first one is New Orleans at Carolina, and New Orleans is 3 points favorite.
Who cares?
What do you got? What do you got, Low?
The Saints.
Don't do it. Don't change your mind right now.
Take the
Change your mind right
Saints.
now.
Change your mind. Twa, who you got?
I'll play with you. I'm going Panthers.
Oh, he's taking the Panthers. Okay.
I'm going Panthers.
Panthers and the points. Okay. Who you taking, Twa?
I got the Saints.
Saints. Okay. Saints and to cover. Okay.
I
But
knew
you,
it. I knew it,
Gravy,
Juan.
I know
All
Gravy's
along.
taking. I know Gravy's taking. He ain't even got to think about it. That's his other crack pipe lock of the week.
I'm gonna go
This is
base
the
head,
double up.
base
This is the
head
double
move
up.
of the week, base head decision of the week. This is Carolina. All of it, miraculously, the heavens are gonna touch that defense and pick off Carr 2-3 times. They're gonna sack him 3-4 times. And Carr's gonna fumble the ball at least. They gotta get a whiff of what this dude's really about. And I think it's this game right here.
I am going to take the Saints. I'm going to take the Saints because that defense looked good last week. For sure, man. Carr didn't look too bad.
Nah, hey, I was watching the mic. Everybody that was mic'd up, he got fucking cracked a couple times, bro.
Yeah.
I was watching that.
And I seen his mic up too. And at the end of the game, he kind of he called the game winner, dog. He told the coach. He went to the sideline and told the coach, "Hey, give me another chance right here in this drive." And he told that the guy right before that play, he's just fucking run. Well, he didn't say fucking, but he said, but you could tell he was kind of like he said it with a little bit more, like you never seen him with that type of like attitude over here. Like I just heard him. That was actually pretty cool to see out of that shit.
They're giving them the reason why they're giving them
like,
the offense.
He's like,
yeah,
he
they're
told
giving
that
them
rookie,
the
just
offense.
run. He's like, just run,
just
run,
go.
and he fucking got him, dog, and he hit him for the winner. So
Miles Sanders, Miles Sanders has a career game against the Saints.
All right.
Miles Sanders with the Panthers, right?
Yeah. Miles and Adam Thielen.
And a resurface of Adam Thielen in the end zone. 2 touchdowns for Adam Thielen.
So we're going to our last game of the week, man, which is Cleveland at Pittsburgh, and Cleveland is a 2.5 point favorite.
That's easy.
Yeah, Browns. Even though
Browns?
I fucking hate that douchebag.
Yeah. I don't know, man, but it's gonna be a tough one. This is a division one. But
Yeah,
Pittsburgh is dealing with a lot of injuries. Pittsburgh is dealing with injuries. Cam Hayward, Deontay Johnson. Guys are down. They got pretty banged up last week, and so they are pretty banged up. But it's a division. You know what I mean? It's a division game. So and these North games are always close.
If they were healthy, if the Steelers were healthy, you know what I'm saying, in this division game, I would give it to them. But I got to give it to the Browns just because of the injury.
Those are big injuries too. Those are big injuries. Very notable injuries too, man. That's why it's like I kind of. What do you think, Gravy?
The resurrection of Najee Harris will happen that evening.
Cool.
I'm taking Pittsburgh.
I want to take Pittsburgh, but I just think that the biggest loss this week is Cam Hayward. That dude's a beast, man. That dude's a beast in the middle, and he helps out TJ a lot, man. He helps out TJ a lot, and then not having I think, is he their number one receiver, or as who do you think is their number one receiver, Deontay or
I think it's Pickens.
I think it's Pickens. But I mean, either way, you know, Deontay's still a big part of that team. You know what I mean? I mean, it helps that they got Allen Robinson, and he kind of had a good game last week, but that's gonna be a big loss on the offensive side too. I think for the Steelers. So I think, I don't know, man. I just think the way that the fucking Cleveland beat Cincinnati's ass, man. I just think that they're pretty good. They look pretty good, man. So I'm gonna take Cleveland.
They're lucky. They lucky.
Was doing,
Cleveland's lucky. Cincinnati didn't show up, bro. They're lucky that.
Did you
That's
see?
what I think it was.
Did you see Garrett, Myles Garrett on the nose guard? He was like kind of doing the dribble, like he was dribbling up on him. He was crossing over.
Beast,
yeah,
bro.
Like he was sitting back, like he was crossing over, like he was in the zone. He's like, and then he just took off and just fucking sacked. What's his name, bro? That motherfucker Garrett's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he is. But yeah, that's the last game of the week, man, right there. That shit was, and that's fucking 2 hours and a half. Damn, we went a good while.
They got whack ass Monday night game.
Yeah, 2 Monday night. Well, it's good. I know at least it's gonna be a hard hitting game. You know, Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and that's the game where let's see if fucking Myles Garrett takes off his helmet and starts beating fucking Kenny Pickett now with it.
Well, as long as he doesn't call him an N-word.
Yeah, as long as he don't call him
it'd
that,
be good to see Chubb. Be good to get Chubb and Najee go at it. I like to see that.
That's gonna be a good match, though, because Najee needs to step it up, man, because he had a great rookie season, but last year he kind of dropped off, and then this first game, everybody didn't play good against the Niners, but he needs to step it up for sure. Najee needs to step it up, Gravy called it. Gravy did call it. He says the resurrection of Najee.
And this is another opportunity for Deshaun Watson to get his name, back in the conversation of being a competent quarterback. So, the cameras are going to definitely be watching him. So this is opportunity.
Sure. But yeah, man, that shit. Well, that's just gonna be for this show, man. But Blow, man, I know shit. You got a show tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell them where to go to, man. Tell them where to go to.
Go to Dirty Low on YouTube and on IG, all one word. And I'll be live tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. Thursday night show. We'll be doing just going over preview of the game. Just talking Raider ball. Thank you for having me, Gabe. It was a pleasure, brother.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, always, man. You know it. But Twan, what's cracking, man? You going live anytime soon?
I actually am. I'll be going live. I'll probably be going live with Dirty tonight, and then also tomorrow I'll be live at 2:30 for the 2 for 1 Nation podcast with Eric from the SC Experience. So we'll be live tomorrow, breaking down again the Bills and everything else. So definitely stay tuned for that. Raider Twan on YouTube, Twan on IG. If you need prayer for you or your family members, hit me up on IG. I am here for you and everybody in the nation. So definitely hit me up.
Hell yeah.
For sure, man. Good. Thanks for stopping, man. Thanks for being here, man. It's always good to have a good panel on the show, man. So you know what I mean? For the nation to get that good knowledge. What's up, Gravy? What about you, man? Yeah, Raiders Outsiders. I know we were supposed to have it this
Raiders Outsiders on IG and YouTube. Most likely doing a show Friday afternoon. Get me moving up, and we'll go from there, man. Be co-hosting with my boy Low tomorrow if he lets me. And
nope, denied.
We'll see. he's getting up there, Gabe. I gotta say, hey, you want me on your show?
Yeah. You gotta remind me, bro. I'm getting old.
Yeah. But yeah, Raiders Outsiders, look at that, subscribe.
Yeah, go subscribe there, man. If you guys ain't subscribed there, go to Raider Outsiders like that, and just like this, kind of like the way it says it on the. Let me hold on real quick. I think I could get it on this one right here. Hold on.
You got my boy covering it up.
No, right here. Yeah, I'm gonna remove all of us real quick. Just like it said right there, Raiders. Right when it says under the title right there, it says Raider Outsiders like that. Just like it says right there, or like on the little six symbol. Yep, that's the Raider Outsider symbol right there, man. You guys go subscribe to that. Press the like, get us into the algorithm. All of us, man, get us so you just more. You guys get more notifications, all of that shit, man, and just better shows, man. You know what I mean? More stuff for the show. Just more stuff like that. Just to get the show better. But yeah, man, for sure. Everybody, thanks for stopping by, man.
Appreciate all you guys.
This has been the Smokeout Hour, another Smokeout Hour, went on for a little bit longer than we thought it was, but hey, that's just the way these shows sometimes go, man. But we're gonna be doing this every week, so just stay tuned, and just stay locked in, man, because it's gonna be a good season, and I think we're gonna be surprised how we finish this shit off, man. I just think this week's gonna be a big test for us, and but let's just fucking have a great rest of the week.
Sunday can't come fast.
Hey, Dirty's going live right now too, right?
Dirty.
Yeah.
9:30. Dirty going live right now, 9:30. Yeah, 9:30. But yeah, man, you guys stay up, man. This has been another Raider Smokeout Hour. But and if you guys didn't check out the new intro, I'm gonna play it again right now just up for the outro because I know a lot of you guys didn't catch it, but we're just this is the new intro and we're just gonna roll with this one every time. But I hope you guys like it, man. But yeah, man, on that note, this has been another one. Thanks for stopping by. Peace out.
Blessings.
Hey, I know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Cause it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Was 420 somewhere.
About to start a little puff giving this motherfucker. I don't give a damn how high you get in mine. As long as you let me hit it.